Meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York town. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where do they go? To meet the Mets! Oh, they're hollering and cheering and they're jumping in their seats. Where do they go? To meet the Mets! All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves a ball club, the Mets of New York town. Give 'em a yell! Give 'em a hand! And let 'em know you're rooting in the stand. Come on and meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life, because the Mets are really socking the ball, knocking those home runs over the wall. East side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York town, of New York town.
What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back for another stream today. I hope everyone's having a great day. The weather's not looking too great where I'm at. I'm not sure about you guys, but regardless, that doesn't matter to them. Being in Port St. Lucie, it looks like that they're going to have another great game today. So, Mets fans, how's it going? Thank you all so much, everyone chiming in. What's up, Wordy? How's it going, Nate? And I subscribe to your channel, buddy. Keep up the great work. Hema, LFGM. Indeed, Rammer, Lenore Conforto will walk. Alderson is a GM despite Scott Penny Pincher. Alderson must go. I would definitely pump the brakes on that belief, Rammer. Remember, this is not the old regime. This is the new regime. And I'll touch on that plenty in today's stream. I feel like I always have to repeat myself there. Mets are really shocking the ball. LFGM. Got Bush. Let's see. Just read more of your comments. Ryan, everyone, thank you all so much for chiming in. I appreciate it. Ash, how's it going? Leo, again, thank you all so much. So you guys probably know the drill by now, but if you're just chiming in, normally what I do for these streams is that I share my own play-by-play reaction. So I'll be giving my own commentary as I'm following today's game. The game is not televised today between the Cardinals and the Mets, at least through the Mets feed, because they don't televise any away games. And because the Mets are technically away today, it is available if you have the MLB app, the package, you can watch it through the Cardinals feed. So that's what I'll be doing right beside me today, and I'll be sharing play-by-play while watching today's game as we follow on. So, as always, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, guys. We're trying to get a 6K subs by opening day. We're just over 100 away, and we just have over a week away from opening day. So make sure that those buttons, if you're enjoying, if you're excited for more Mets content between live streams and a lot of individual videos, including a massive predictions video that I will be working on more today. It's been taking up a lot more time than I expected, but I can't wait to get that out hopefully by the weekend, if not sooner. But again, thank you all so much for being here. What is the lineup today, Wilfredo? The lineup is the following. The lineup is stacked. It's all the Mets starters today. They do have a DH in place today, which I'm really not sure why. I thought they were done with the DH for spring, considering they will have pitchers batting in the NL this year, and they've already had pitchers batting as it is. But regardless, if you look, the lineup today is stacked. It's Nemo, Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, McNeil, JD, who will be in the DH spot, James McCann, and then Gourmet gets to start at third, which I'm happy to see that. And then Corey Oswalt will be pitching. I originally thought it was Taijuan Walker, but Walker and DeGrom are going to be pitching in B games today that will not be televised for the Mets. So it will be Corey Oswalt today. The pitching isn't necessarily going to be stellar, but the offense should be very strong against the Carlos Martinez that they've seen more often than not here in spring for the Cardinals. So again, how's everybody doing? Bobby, what's up, my man? Hope you're having a great day. Timothy Trash Can. Oh, I know. Again, we'll see how Oswald does. I'm wishing for the best for him today, obviously. Lindor gets signed next Tuesday at 7:30 p.m., 350, 10 years. Mark this tweet. All right, Cy, I'll gladly mark that tweet. We'll see if that comes to fruition or not. Can you show me your jelly beans for Easter? I don't have jelly beans, buddy. Jason, hi, how's it going? Again, thank you all so much, Mets fans, for chiming in. AB, my man, how's it going? Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. This is going to be a fun one. Yeah, Carlos Martinez is on the bump again. If you guys don't remember, they kind of, smacked him around pretty good last week. And that was a solid game overall. Walker started that game too, so it was unfortunate to not see him today. But we'll see how the Mets do. That's all I can really say. The offense has been hot. Francisco Lindor has been batting almost 500 in his past 20 at-bats. He's been insane. If you look at Pete Alonso, he's been continuing to rake. And just a lot of things to be excited about in today's lineup, offensively speaking. And we'll see how the defense does. Why was Walker scratched? Anthony, how's it going, my man? I hope you're doing well. And Walker wasn't scratched. He's pitching in a B game, a simulate game. Same thing with DeGrom today, as they're just trying to keep the arms fresh because they know that they won't be able to have them all pitching on normal rotation because they're working with more pitchers than who all is going to be in the lineup heading for the start of the season because they still have spring training cuts that they need to make. Who would I take, Montgomery or Walker in a second? Yeah, why? That's not even a question, AB. Yeah, they signed Walker to a big deal. As of now, Walker's are going to be their number 3 starter for the season. Montgomery is probably not even going to crack the rotation, let alone the club. He might be on the outside looking in. Just read more of your comments here. What's up, Rory? How's it going, Jeffers? Thank you so much for chiming in. I'll take a nice 12-run day. You and I both, Chris. Coffee Conch, how's it going, buddy? And Darren, my man, how are you, my friend? Thanks so much for chiming in. I'm in the chat. Hope everyone is good watching from work in the UK. Yes, I know. I hope you're having a great day, buddy. Again, thank you all so much, everyone chiming in. This should be a good stream today. This game will be picking up within the next 5-10 minutes or so. So I hope you guys are following along. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you actually are watching today's game or if you will just be listening to either broadcast, radio call, or just simply the stream. Let me hear it because I'm curious. Because, again, I'll be watching the game through my Xbox today just because I have the MLB package, but I know that not everyone has the package or not everyone is in the regions where they can actually watch the Cardinals feed today. Do you think that they bring Syndergaard back early? No. Anthony, Mets aren't allowed to bring Syndergaard back prior to the 60-day 60-day IL. They're not allowed to. DL, whatever you want to call it. IR. Oh my God, I keep butchering. Whatever the case is, he's on the 60-day, which means that he's not able to be touched until those 60 days are up, which is right around in June. So even if the Mets want to bring back Thor early, they're literally not allowed to by the league's rules. Same thing with Seth Lugo. So yeah, it doesn't matter what happens with the rotation. Thor is not allowed to touch a game prior to when his 60 days are up. And that doesn't kick in until the season starts, might I add. Joey Lucchesi gained the last spot, we assume. I think Lucchesi's making the rotation. It's just a matter of, is it going to be just him and Peterson, or is Yamamoto going to make it 2? And then that 5th spot, they kind of balance 2 stars there. Maybe they go like 4 innings each. I think they're going to get creative with the 5th spot. I really do. And I don't think the rotation is going to be solidified for a couple weeks. You think Conforto is going to do some big things today? I hope so. Extend that man already. And I'm doing great, Michael. I hope you're doing well too. Another Lindor home run. Fingers crossed. I would be all for it. I would be all for it. AB, Montgomery is definitely no, AB, he's not a lock to be in the rotation. I'm not sure what makes you think that. Montgomery is not a lock to be in the rotation whatsoever. Search for more tickets today. 35. Yeah, I was searching too. I just rebought my tickets over the weekend because I got credited through SeatGeek. I thought you were talking about Mike Montgomery for the Mets, AB. That's why. You can't be talking about a player, last name that's on the Mets. That's why you're confusing me. That's why you're throwing me off. But the answer, yeah, I repurchased my tickets over the weekend that I bought through SeatGeek because I was credited because of the Mets. I had to buy them all. I had to spend more money for not nearly as good tickets. The tickets that I originally purchased, which were like, I think, section 119, 120 within the first 20 rows or so. I originally bought them for not even $100 a pop, and now they're going for over $625 on SeatGeek. So yeah, and the tickets that I bought now that are going to be in the corner, I'm going to be in like section 107 for a couple games, in the series against the Phillies for the second series of Queens. I'll be sitting in that area first, like I think row 17. Tickets a week ago when I bought or over the weekend were with fees just around over $100. Now they're literally pushing upwards of $200. So they continue to double and like in pricing. It's ridiculous. So yeah, if you're trying to buy tickets now, just be wary. If you buy tickets outside of April, you're at risk of them being credited as well. Because if there are any further capacity things that happen where, say, they tighten things up or expand it more. I talked to the Mets. I called them last week, and they said that, yeah, anything outside of April, like May and beyond, if you buy tickets, there's no guarantee that you'll get them because you could be credited again if capacity changes at all before that. So just keep that in mind, guys. There's a game on TV. The game is on TV. It's through the Cardinals feed today. Will we be seeing the Manscaped sponsorship? Seventh inning stretch. Seventh inning stretch is what I'm eyeing for today. Wardy, this is going to be a tough question for you. Who do I think is better? Oh, it's definitely Tatis. I love McCann, but Tatis is on another level. Extend Lindor indeed. Extend Lindor indeed. That's all I can say. But again, Mets fans, thank you all so much for chiming in. The game is now getting started underway between the Cardinals and the Mets today. Again, the Mets have a star-studded lineup. All their hitters are out there, all their starters. So this should definitely be a good one. It's probably not going to be the biggest offensive powerhouse of a game, because if you look at the pitchers that will be present in today's game that are at least available, there are Corey Oswalt, who's starting. Then you have Dylan Betances, and he's been a big discussion piece, in which Luis Rojas basically said that he's guaranteed to be in the bullpen this year. So take that as you will. Then you have Miguel Castro, who's been lights out all spring. Jeurys Familia, who's been a little bit of a roller coaster. Jerry Blevins and Stephen Tarpley. So again, a lot of question marks that will be pitching for the Mets today. So hopefully the offense prevails in the end. And maybe we get some guys that perform a little bit better than what their initial expectations were for our pitching side of things. Do I stream the games live when they're on TV? Yes, I do. And that's why I just don't show the games because I'm legally not allowed to for copyright reasons. So I get my own play-by-play reaction, basically breaking down every pitch and everything that happens as we interact as a whole as Mets and baseball fans throughout the stream. But again, though, thank you all so much for chiming in, guys. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button if you're excited for today's stream, if you're looking forward to today's game just as much as I am. Would really mean a lot. I'm going to have these headphones probably on for the majority of the game just so I hear what I'm going to actually be doing commentary of through the Cardinals feed. So hopefully it's a good game today. That's all I can say. They have the offense to do it, that's for sure. Do you know where you can find live games for free? No, I don't. You might be able to catch a stream somewhere that they're doing illegally, but I don't know any off the top of my head. Lindor wants $3 trillion. Yeah, interesting reports have come out by people predicting that are decent sources on Twitter now and saying how a lot of people are under the belief that Lindor will get done prior to opening day, and it may even be the 24 hours prior to opening day, like the ticking seconds, just like what the Mets did with DeGrom with his extension a couple years ago. You can't hear me. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Leo with the rhyme game going on. Do you guys hear me, though? Let me know if you hear me. You hear me? All right, good. Okay. All right. Yeah, either way, Lindor, I do believe will get extended. I've been saying this. That's why, and I'll say it again, that's why I have the jersey on the wall behind me. That's why I have the frame of his newspaper, as you guys can see right there, and so much more. He's going to get extended. There's no doubt in my mind. Conforto, however, seems more and more unlikely that he'll get extended to prior to opening day. So my only concern about that personally, what's up, Lefty? How's it going, my man? My only concern about Conforto is that if he isn't extended prior to opening day, obviously you're risking him talking to other teams in free agency. Just because he goes to free agency doesn't mean you can't still extend him. You can, but you're going to have to cough up more money, obviously. You're going to have to deal with probably some heavier negotiations at that. I do think Conforto wants to be here, but for the Mets to basically extend Lindor long-term and then not do much of significance for Conforto prior to the season, that may rub him the wrong way. Because while this is a business, he understands the game. I find it hard to believe that it won't linger in his head to an extent throughout the season. And that could be a positive or a negative impact if he goes into the year without an extension. He could take that as a positive, have a chip on his shoulder, and try to ball out and have a fantastic season with this Mets club that has really deep playoff aspirations. But then you also have others where maybe he takes it a little negatively and it gets to him, knowing that they basically chose one over the other as to who are we prioritizing more. I know that he's aware of how fantastic of a player Lindor is, but he knows his value too. So that's just my major concern in regards to Conforto and Lindor as we head into the season. If one of them is going to be extended, I would really prefer if they just both were. It would do everyone so much better. It would have less stress on everyone's shoulders. And I get it. I know it's hard because Scott Boras is, in fact, Conforto's agent. But still, you got to try to get this done in my mind. He's a cornerstone to this roster. He's just as important as any, where you need to keep him both short-term and long-term. Is the game on TV? Yes, it is on the St. Louis Cardinals feed. So if you live in the region or if you have the MLB package, you can watch it that way. Barnes looked pretty good. Yes, he did. Barnes looked solid yesterday. He's looked a lot better since his first appearance in spring because he got lit up pretty bad his first appearance. But since then, he hasn't really skipped a beat at being pretty strong. Is Oswalt going to be in the bullpen? No, I highly doubt that. He'll probably start the year in AAA. What's up, Worry Elf GM? What's up, D Nice? How's it going? Elf GM indeed. How do I watch a game? MLB TV? You can watch it through MLB TV if you have the package. Yes, they have the St. Louis Cardinals feed today for people to watch. And again, though, thank you all so much to everyone just chiming in. It really does mean a lot. If you haven't already, if you're looking forward to today's stream, today's game, please make sure to smash that like button. Help us get to 100 likes for the first short-term goal in today's stream. And also help us get to 6K subs by opening day. We're just over 100 away. We're trying to get there. That's definitely next goal. And opening day, the season's going to be insane. I have so much great content coming, guys. I cannot begin to tell you. It's literally insane. A lot of it's taking me longer than I initially expected. I have a massive predictions video that I will be working on further today and tomorrow, and with the hopes of getting that video out by the weekend. So stay tuned, and I will also be doing my latest episode of Mets Talk with Richie at Mets Media. We haven't done it on my channel in a couple of weeks now, but Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, we'll be doing it here, talking about all the latest for spring training, probably more extension talk, because I'd assume that by the time that comes out on Friday for our stream, that nothing will happen extension-wise yet. How do I watch the game? You watch it either if you have the MLB package, if you live in the region of St. Louis, or however you want to go about it, because it's not through SNY today. Score prediction today? Score prediction today. Today's score prediction, I think I'm going to take... I think it's going to be 7-6, but I don't know who's going to win because the Mets definitely have the batters today, but the Cardinals may have better pitching. Martinez is definitely not the most ideal guy, but outside of that, they might have better pitching. Actually, I don't even, I'll stick with the Mets. I'll give the Mets a not even a 7-6. No, scratch that. I apologize for saying that. I have a feeling the Mets might win today. I'm feeling 7. I don't want to say. I think 7-4. 7-4 makes sense to me. And I'm going to just update the scoreboard quick, guys, so bear with me. How's it going, my friend? Larry, hope you're having a great day. Brooklyn Mets, long time no see. Let's go, Mets. Good day. Happy to have you here. Mars, Gavin, everyone, thank you all so much. I appreciate the predictions. Let's go, Redbirds. What's up, Bunty? Happy to have you here. I think you've been in the streams before, right, as a Cardinals fan? Well, it's definitely going to be a good stream today as Nemo gets set on the plate to lead things off. I'm going to just fix the scoreboard quick, so I apologize if I lag for a couple seconds, guys. But Martinez gets ready for the first pitch, and it's going to be down in there for a ball. Misses on the down and away on the outside corner. And, yeah, the feed doesn't look too great for the Cardinals game today, unfortunately. I don't like the angle they're using. But that's going to be a pitch in on Nemo. Just quickly like that, it's 2-0 on the count here for Brandon Nemo, who I plan on doing an individual video about sooner than later when just time presents itself, because I got to talk about him. There's a lot of things to be excited about Brandon Nemo being an on-base machine. Just bear with me 1 second, guys. I'm going to get the scoreboard fixed up for us. And again, thank you all so much for being here. Nemo takes now a ball that's going to be down low. So it's 3-1 now on the count after taking a called strike. And the pitch. And Nemo's going to take a slight chopper right back to Martinez, and that's going to be a ground out. So one away, and now Francisco Lindor, the man of the hour, the man of the offseason, and definitely the man of the past week and a half plus for the Mets, who's been on absolute fire, been home running in literally every single game, it would seem. And we'll see if he can keep up this hot streak against the Cardinals today. There you go. And the scoreboard's fixed, guys. So again, thank you all so much for being here. First pitch is going to be missing down and away there. 1-0 on the count. I know. I watched the Knicks game yesterday. That was nuts. Lindor is going to hack one for an opposite field single. So Francisco Lindor, hype in the chat for Mr. Smile himself. He gets a single to start things off today. And oh my, has he been on fire. Again, I know it's spring, but this man has not skipped a beat literally for a while now. And it's just nuts. So make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, guys. And yeah, hype in the chat for Mr. Lindor already. You'll love to see it. So Lindor's on and 1 out here in the top of the first. You almost just died. Michael, what happened? Don't say stuff like that, Michael. And speaking of Michael Conforto's now at the plate. Extend this man. And the first pitch. And he's going to take a called strike just on the inside of the outside corner. And that's going to be 0-1 here on the count. Conforto is a guy that, if you guys don't know, is my favorite New York Met. He's always been since he arrived with the Mets back in 2015 and for the World Series especially. They need to extend this man as soon as humanly possible. And the pitch, that's going to be a big swing and miss there. A pitch that was a little high and away, but 0-2 quickly on the count now for Conforto. We'll see how he does. You just choked on your food. Be careful. Be careful. The Texas Rangers are going to be bottom feeder this year. And here's a pitch by Martinez. And that's going to be down and in. Just misses. So it's going to be 1-2 here on the count. Great way to start Lindor. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Lindor is definitely going to be a table setter, and he's going to be a guy that drives in a lot of runs. He's going to do so many different things for the Mets this season. And really more ways than one. That's the best way to describe him. Guess who? Elliot, that's who. What's up, my man? Happy to have you here, buddy. Appreciate you chiming into today's stream. Martinez is getting set now for his 11th pitch of the inning, and that's going to be down and in big time on the breaking ball, and it's 2-2 here on the count. The Yankees have 2 ties in spring training. I know that. Don't the Marlins have a bunch of ties? I know that the Mets have 1 tie. The Marlins have a bunch, though. And Conforto fouls one off his foot, so the count stays 2-2. It will 100% be a disaster if we don't sign Lindor. Trust me, I'm confident the Mets will get Lindor done. I'm honestly just a little concerned about Conforto because I don't want that to drag in the season. Again, I know that players can put those things aside, but it's just not a good thing. I just really would have preferred they would be both locked up prior to the season. But Lindor, I feel awfully confident about. And Conforto fouls that off the inside of his foot again, back-to-back times. Still 2-2 here on the count, folks. Mets fans, hope you guys are enjoying today's stream as I'm sharing my play-by-play. And if you guys are interested in consistent Mets content on not just live streams, but various content, then look no further. I'm your man. We're the largest and fastest growing channel here on YouTube for the Mets in particular. So make sure to smash that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 6K subs by opening day, so it really mean a lot. And Martinez is getting set now for his 14th pitch of the inning. And that's going to be down almost in the dirt there. And that's a full count of Conforto. Nice at bat for Conforto that works back from an original 0-2 count here. Lindor on first, 1 out. Best YouTuber ever. Oh, you're too kind, Cy. Thank you so much for the kind words, buddy. That really does mean a lot. I really appreciate you all being here again, guys. I hope you are enjoying today's stream. All right, Martinez is getting set. And Lindor is running. Conforto takes a chopper. But luckily, Lindor ran there. So there's still 2 outs. Lindor advances from first to second. And you're going to have Conforto out there on first, but still, at least he's a runner down in scoring position. And a really good hitter's coming up for the Mets. So we'll see how he does. Hey, Tyler, what's up, my man? How's it going, Julio? Hope you're having a great day, buddy. Thank you so much for chiming in. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Dak. I appreciate that. Are you using ESPN Gamecast? For the score, yes. For the actual play-by-play, no. I'm watching the game. Yes, the guy has pitched against the Mets like all spring long. Yep, you're 100% correct. And Alonso is now at the plate. Big Me Pete. First pitch he sees is a big swing and miss. Pistol Pete, Polar Bear Pete, is currently batting .378 here in spring. 3 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a 1,234 OPS. That's not bad. It's not bad whatsoever. Gigi's the channel's mascot. Yes, she is. 100%, Larry. And the pitch. And that's going to be a simple grounder there to second. And it's going to be taken by Carpenter, a little toss to first. And that's going to end the inning. Mets don't get Lindor from second, but at least they do get a single to start things off. So now the Mets head to the bottom of the first, and Corey Oswalt takes the mound, facing Carlson, Goldschmidt, and Arenado. So he's going to be facing a tough lineup right out the gate. We'll see how he fares this time around. Who's the pitcher you least like to face and the hitter you least like to face? Just as a Mets fan, Luke, I'm assuming that's what you mean, because I know you're a Nationals fan, right? In my personal opinion, the pitcher I least like to face. Oof. There's definitely a lot, but I'll probably stay within in the division because that makes most sense. Pitcher I probably least like to face. I think it's going to be one of Scherzer or Strasburg. They both definitely cause issues for me, obviously, as a Mets fan. I don't like when the Mets face either of them. I know that the Mets have rattled Scherzer more in recent years, and I think that they have Strasburg, if my memory's not mistaken. So I'd probably give a little bit of an edge to Strasburg. I don't like when the Mets face him. He normally does a solid job. Hitters is probably staying with the Nationals too. Juan Soto, I definitely don't like when the Mets face up against Juan Soto. That's for sure. It's really the two best names in the division that aren't on the Mets, and Soto and Acuna. Both those guys are so pesky. But definitely Soto is not a guy I like the Mets to face up against. And outside of that, I'm not even going to say Harper because, it's not nearly as bad, I feel like, as it used to be. It might be bad this year, but I'll probably stick with the Nationals for all those picks. The pitcher I arguably hate the Mets facing the most is Strasburg, and the hitter I hate the most for the Mets to face usually is a guy of Soto. How long have I been a Mets fan? My entire life, but I started following baseball intensely 6 years ago. I sound like an announcer? Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate that. And we're getting set for the bottom of the second here, folks. Again, thank you all so much, Mets fans and baseball fans, for chiming in. I hope you're enjoying today's stream. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe on as always. This game will be on MLB Network tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. If anyone wants to watch the rerun, you can do that, yeah. I'm never the type to want to watch a rerun of a spring training game, but I know that people that say work and are interested will do stuff like that. Oswalt, first pitch is going to be down the dirt and in. 1-0 on the count here to Carlson, who's leading things off for the Cardinals. Yeah, no, Walker is pitching today, but he's pitching in a B game in spring. Same thing with DeGrom today, actually, too. So they're on a separate site today pitching, but they are staying active. They're just not in today's game. I thought that Walker was initially pitching this game, too, but he's not. It's Oswalt. And the pitch, and that's going to be now fouled away. So quickly 1-2 here on the count for Carlson. Freeman has Freeman's such a pain, no doubt. But I enjoy Freeman more than I do Soto. Let's put it that way. Soto I love to hate, but Freddie Freeman I just hate that the guy is a Brave because I thoroughly enjoy who Freddie Freeman is as a player. He's fantastic. And as a person, though, I don't mind Soto personally either, but Soto has that cockiness to him versus Freeman, who in my mind, Freeman is very reminiscent of David Wright in a lot of ways, just how he goes about his business. I like that about him. So 1-2 still on the count here. Worry, what is your highest fear? Okay, and Carlson's going to take a simple roller there to Lindor at short, and that's going to be 1 out away here in the bottom of the first. Rory, what's your highest fear? Mine is someone breaking in while I'm sleeping. Oh, I don't know. The last thing I want people to know is my weaknesses, too. Not going to let any of you try to pull a fast one on me, so you can't get it. I know this seems selfish, but could you dome content outside of the Mets? Like other baseball content? Just wonder. Down the road, I will, AB, for more broader topics. Like the predictions video I'm working on is more than just the Mets. It's predictions on the entire season, playoff, awards, and World Series. So that should hopefully be coming out by the weekend because it's taking me a lot of time to do. It's a big video. But yeah, that is a taste. I plan on doing more content that isn't just Mets, but it'll still stay focused with the Mets. But when it's big topics of, like, say, rankings on positions, that's where I have to naturally go outside the Mets. And it's 0-1 here on the count for Paul Goldschmidt, who is another guy who in my mind is the closest thing to a David Wright type of player between personality and overall play here in the MLB. And Conforto takes a fly ball by Goldie, opposite field to the right side. That's going to be 2 away. Who I got for NL and AL MVP? You'll have to wait and see, Cy. That's part of the video. Is this on TV? Yes, it is through the St. Louis Cardinals feed. Yeah, I love to hate Soto. I think that's the best way to put it as a Mets fan. I would thoroughly enjoy him more if he wasn't a National. I respect the hell out of him, but I can't stand him, if that makes sense. And he was pitched by Oswalt. And that's going to be first chopper there to Arenado. Oh, that sucks. An easy 1-hop there, or 2-hop for Guillorme at third, and it was just a complete error. It just hopped right out of his glove. Unfortunate. So Arenado gets on first when it would have been a simple ground out to his position at third. Yeah, it was a 1-hopper that Guillorme gets, and Guillorme had his head up too soon before he caught it. So that's what happened. Unfortunate. So Guillorme gets an error on third base. It definitely doesn't back my argument for saying that we should have him platoon more at third. But regardless, now Matt Carpenter is at the plate for the Cardinals. Arenado on first here in the bottom of the first. And there are currently 2 outs. Oswalt now with the pitch, and is going to take a fastball that just misses the outside corner up and high. That's going to be 1-0 on the count. Have I been to other ballparks? Yes. The only other ballpark I've been to currently is Citizen Bank because of where I reside. Also, which is your fave ballpark in general? It's tough. I would definitely say Citi Field's my favorite, biasly speaking. I haven't had the luxury of being to most ballparks in the league yet. So once I kind of get the opportunity to do that, then I can give a more solidified answer, because I would be lying if I said it wasn't biased right now, even though I do thoroughly enjoy Citi Field. I think it's a beautiful ballpark. 1-1 on the count here for Carpenter. And the pitch. And Carpenter takes that one for a ride. Deep center, and Nemo's going after it, and it's going to be caught on the warning track. So luckily that wasn't a home run, and Oswalt gets out of the inning unscathed. No hits given up off that error by Guillorme. So the Mets head to the top of the second with Dom Smith leading things off, followed by Jeff McNeil. I've never been to Yankee Stadium, no. I intend to go this year, but again, a 20-year-old who hasn't necessarily had all the money to save up and go to all these games yet. Now I'm finally starting to get in that position because of YouTube. So I definitely tend to go to hopefully at least one Subway Series game in the Bronx. I was planning to last year, but COVID. Okay, AJ Ramos signed with the Angels. I saw that. Yeah, good for Ramos. I haven't heard about him in a while because of his injuries. Glad to see he's back in the league and hopefully gets some type of opportunity with the Angels bullpen that is not good. We're sorry I haven't been talking a lot. I'm playing outside. No need to apologize, Michael. Go out and play. Hope you're having a good day, buddy. Seems like a lot of our errors at third base, regardless of who's there. You're 100% right. That's true. Do I think the Mets should extend Thor and Stroman? I think that they should wait on Thor and maybe Stroman. I think that they should definitely extend one of the two. How long the extension is the big thing. I think short-term extensions would make a lot of sense for both of them, like a 2-year deal. But I do think that Thor is more likely to be extended than Stroman currently, given just his organizational connection with the Mets. As long as Thor can bounce back kind of similar to his old self, where he's still a dominant pitcher in the league after Tommy John, which I think he can. I honestly think Tommy John will bode him well, better than what people seem to realize. Then, yeah, I think there's a solid chance. I don't know when they'll be extended, though. Thor might be a sneaky extension before the season, but something tells me that they both won't be dealt with until the season's end. If Lindor is still the priority and it doesn't get done until, say, this next week, which is opening days next week, if you guys haven't realized. But we're getting set for the top of the second. And Ghostway with another donation. Thank you so much. Ghostway's been an absolute G here. Thank you so much, buddy. Hype in the chat for Ghostway. Get some dono hype in there. Thank you so much, my man. I'm doing great, as always. Thank you so much for chiming in and for the dollars as well. It all goes right back in the channel, so I really appreciate that. Dom Smith takes a called strike right down the lane. It's quickly 0-1. And Martinez with a quick set, and it's going to be a big swing to miss there by Dom. Pardon me, not swing to miss, but that's going to be a grounder there, and that's going to be one away here in the top of the second. Smith grounds out. Yes, Ghostway hype indeed. Thank you so much for the donation, buddy. I appreciate that. Carlos Martinez is getting off to a far better start than he did just a couple days ago when he had his last outing. And another donation by Ghostway. Thank you so much, my man. I think you donated like the exact identical amount in the beginning because I remember the 99 cents yesterday too. So hype again for Ghostway for the donations. You're too kind, buddy. Thank you so much. And again, just thank you all so much, Mets and baseball fans, for chiming in. McNeil at the plate, the first pitch. He takes a pitch that almost hits him. It looks like really down and in there on the breaking ball. And it's going to be quickly 1-0. You've been in 11 stadiums. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, McNeil takes a hack, and there you go. Jeff McNeil finally gets one in a gap. That should be a double for McNeil. He's pushing. McNeil will get there, and McNeil's in there with a standing double. Finally, we get some more consistency out of McNeil. Granted, I know that he's been hit like every single game. He was hit last game. He was hit a couple games before that, like 3 times. He's been hit 7 times here in spring, which is nuts. But McNeil gets a nice gapper along the right side. And just like that, the Mets have themselves a runner in scoring position with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Top of the first. Oh, my God. Top of the second. My apologies. This was Mets Astros 17 right behind the Astros. And kid, you not me. My dad said that was a bang. I'm sure it was. That was right in the heart of it, buddy. Dave. Oh, Ghostway, thank you so much for the donation, buddy. I appreciate that. That really means a lot. Again, I do think the Mets will come out victorious today. They have the better offense. The pitching is suspect, but I do think that they will win today's game. Again, though, thank you so much for the money as always. It really does mean a lot. And JD Davis takes a ball, and that's going to be 1-0 quickly on the count here. Who's my favorite player, least favorite player on the Mets side? Is that what you're asking me? Big swing and miss there by JD. 1-1 here on the count. Yes, Dono hype as always in the chat for Ghostway. Thank you so much, my man. Absolute G. But yeah, just realized that. What was I going to say? I blanked. I apologize. I'm a little bit out of the loop. All right, and the pitch, and that's going to be a half swing there by JD. Foul, so 1-2. I think I'm just a little out of it because I'm listening. I normally don't listen to games like this loud, so it throws me off a little bit at first when I'm streaming. Who's your favorite player and your least favorite player? Mets. Favorite player is Conforto. Always has, always kind of will be. Least favorite is going to probably be probably one of Familia or Betances, honestly. JD takes a big hack for a foul ball. Still 1-2 on the count. So I'd probably say Betances just because there's so much uncertainty with them. Wardy, sorry I'm late again, my friend. I'll be sending you an email later on this evening. Driving to North Carolina, so I'll be riding with you for a while. Awesome. I look forward to the email, buddy. I hope you're having a great day. Everyone shout out to Blacklist Outdoors, an awesome subscriber here on the channel in which him and his wife collaborated and sent me this custom tumbler that I showed in a previous video and stream, which actually has my logo on it. JD takes a ball up high, 2-2 now on the count. But look at this beautiful thing here. It has my own actual logo on it. It says MLB. It has Rob Manfred's signature there, even though I know it's Rob Manfred. But still, this beautiful design between having like wood grain and baseball with the actual stitching down the middle. Just such a fantastic cup. It's personal. It's custom. Love it. So, guys, definitely check out the video I did on third base a couple days ago. I have the link in the description if you guys want to check out the site. which is Southern Shine Designs. And JD Davis gets caught looking. So that's going to be first strikeout of the day for Martinez. So 2 outs here, runners still on second. But yeah, absolutely love this thing. And Ghostway with another donation. Thank you so much, buddy. Really means a lot. Ghostway's an absolute G. He's been killing it in this stream. I don't know what I did to satisfy you, but I will gladly take it. So, again, this all goes right back in the channel, guys. This is how I make all my income for all the things I'm doing right now and going forward here on the channel. And we have so many amazing things in store, including vlogs during games. Actually, at games, I'll be vlogging. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. So again, thank you all so much for the money and the countless support. It goes such a long way. But 2 out here, James McCann, one of my favorite players on the Mets already, getting set for the pitch. And McCann takes a big hack of a foul ball on the right side, and that's quickly on 1. It's only been to City this year, but I'm planning to go to a mini road trip, going to Camden PNC Park and Citizens Bank, as I was going to do it in 2020. Yeah, that's a great idea, Leo. I want to do a very similar thing of a road trip. I love to do it in Cali too, but if I ever make enough money where I can afford doing that for like a summer trip, to go to all of them, that would be awesome too. Yeah, I know. There are a lot of injuries happening with the Blue Jays right now. It's unfortunate. I'm rooting for them in that division too. That's going to be a almost half swing there by McCann, but it's 1-1 here on the count. So yeah, don't know hype as always for Ghostway, guys. Really does mean a lot. Do I know the 7 line? Yes. I don't know them personally, but I know who the 7 line is. Yep. I love the stuff they do. Now McCann getting set for the pitch. Big swing and miss there on the slider. 1-2 now. Thoughts on impending Lindor extension? I'm looking forward to when it happens, Sam. All I hope is that it doesn't happen this weekend. I hope it happens sometime from now to Friday, or if not, then sometime next week before the season starts. Just not the weekend, because I do not want to have to live stream on my phone or something on the weekend. That would suck. That pitch is going to be down and almost in the dirt there. 2-2 on the count to McCann. 2 outs here. Runner on second. Do I do fantasy baseball? I've dabbled with it before. I haven't done it too much, just because it usually consumes a good amount of time when I try to commit to those things. And I'm trying to commit like the majority of my time here to YouTube. So probably won't, maybe at some point this year, but I don't intend on it currently. And that's going to be fallible. I will be doing a box break, though, on a over $100 box I bought for a 2018 Series 2 Topps baseball blaster box, because I know that there's possibility of getting an Acuna rookie in there, Soto, Shohei Ohtani, and some others. So I'm going to be doing that actually as a box break and a stream within the next 2 weeks. So whenever that happens, I hope you guys are looking forward to it. Something a little different. I normally don't do stuff like that, but I thought that would be fun. Just see if I get lucky in that way. I can try to get those PSA'd then. I'm not much of a collector either. I got spontaneous the other day and figured, you know what, this might be a good investment. So we'll see what happens. 2-2 on the count, and McCann still takes a foul ball. Is it on TV? Yes, the game is on TV. It's on the Cardinals feed. What's going on with Betances? He just hasn't been the same since his Achilles injury, I believe, year and a half ago now. The velocity has just never been the same with his fastball. Nice tumbler. Thanks, Larry. And McCann hacks that one that almost gets in the gap, but Goldschmidt with a beautiful stop there outside of the bag on first, and that is going to be a ground out. So Mets strand a runner on second for the second consecutive inning, but still tied 0-0 now as they head to the bottom of the second. Getting a bit concerned over Lindor. I really wouldn't, Ed. I honestly wouldn't. I do think Lindor is going to be just fine. I'm honestly a little concerned with Conforto, if anything, not with Lindor. But again, guys, I'll be right back. I just have to use the restroom quick. So I hope you guys just chat it up in the stream. I'll be back in literally a minute or two. All right, I'm back, folks. Can we see Gigi? Maybe in a little bit. Maybe around the 7th inning stretch or so. Just because she hasn't been feeling as hot today as yesterday. So I just want to keep her cooled off for now. If she seems okay later, then maybe. But first pitch here by Oswalt in the bottom of the second is going to be missing for a ball on the outside corner. 1-0 on the count here. Lindor's asking for probably, my guess is between maybe even 340, 350 tops, and they'll probably meet in the middle. My guess is between 350 and 325, maybe a lean more 325. He's definitely getting at least 300. Anything below 300 million, he's not even considering. But he's starting high, and the Mets are starting low because their first offer was just shy of 300 million. Carlos Martinez rips that, and that's going to be a big foul, though. So luckily, that almost looked like it would have been a gapper, at least along the third base side, but that was foul. Lindor is absolutely tearing right now. Yes, he is. He absolutely is. I want a World Series of Mets against the White Sox. So do I. That would be a dream World Series, especially because the White Sox are like my AL team. I started following them 2-3 years ago, and I'm glad I did because I chose the right time for a team rebuilding. I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to pick a team in the AL, let's not be a bandwagon. Let's pick a team that actually has potential, but is currently in a full rebuild, and that's what I did. And it's definitely paying off, to put it lightly. Pitch down the dirt for Oswalt there. It's quickly, it's going to be 2-2 here on the count. Darren, thank you so much, guys. Hype in the chat. Get some dono hype in there for Darren, another amazing channel subscriber that we have here. Thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate that. And also get some hype because Oswalt has just struck out Martinez. So now we have one away here. First strikeout, I believe, on the day for Oswalt. And another donation. So let's get some dono hype and let's get some K hype there in the chat, guys. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button as always if you're enjoying today's stream. I know I am, but again, make sure to smash those buttons. We're almost at 50 likes, guys, so smash that thing right now for me. It really mean a lot. Get some dono hype in there and swing K. Dean is at the plate, who's had a very strong spring. That's going to be called strike there on the breaking ball, and it's 0-1 on the count here. I want opening day. So do I, Luke. So do I. Trust me, so do I. And I will be streaming, it looks like, every single game for that opening series against the Nationals. Yeah, so I'm very much looking forward to that. That's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I can only imagine how exciting that's going to be. Especially because I think ESPN is covering those games or some of them. No one wants to listen to that play-by-play. So I don't think it'll hurt if I do my play-by-play during the first couple games of the season. ESPN's atrocious with their baseball coverage. And I think we're all universally in agreement there. 1-2 on the count here to Dean. And the pitch. Oswalt, fastball, outside, 2-2. And the pitch. That's going to be down the dirt. Misses outside corner. Full count now to Dean. You have to come on and trash talk to DeGrom versus Max. Will be nice. It will be nice. I'm just saying, Luke, bear yourself. I know you've trash talked in the past. It's not an easy thing to do with DeGrom on the mound. So you've been warned. All right, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. So another strikeout there for Dean. So to start off the bottom of the second, Oswalt has himself back-to-back Ks. So get some more Oswalt hype in there. And guys, shout out, big dono hype here to now David. David, thank you so much for the donation, my man. Truth on ESPN Baseball trash coverage. I know, dude. But thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. David speaking facts currently, so make sure to give him some love with some dono hype, guys. Really mean a lot. Smash those buttons. More dono hype in there. Get some more dono hype. And for my members, if you're here at all, you can also use the dono hype emojis. But first pitch, seen there by Nagowski, and that is going to be out. So John Nagowski takes a solo home run for a ride, pulls it to the left side, beats Dom Smith. He had no chance there in left field. And just like that, the Cardinals have themselves a 1-0 lead. And that's Nagowski's second home run of the spring against the New York Mets. Because I remember when he hit his first home run against the Mets a couple weeks ago. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. So Nagowski gets the home run. Just like that, the Cardinals have themselves a 1-0 lead. Still 2 outs here, but Cardinals get on top first. And I don't even think Matty V will be with ESPN this year, or at least he won't be much, because I know that he's now the play-by-play guy for the Angels. 0-1 on the count here to Rondon, and the pitch that's going to be up and at the hands in. So 1-1 here to Rondon, who's now the batter for the Cardinals. And the pitch. And that's going to be a called strike. So 1-2 here on the count. My top donator. Ghostway, you're acting like it right now. Again, thank you so much for the donation. Ghostway, you've been tremendous. Hype in the chat for Ghostway, guys. He's been on absolute fire this entire time. Thank you so much for another donation, buddy. Yeah, you've been fantastic, for sure. And I'm beyond appreciative. Trust me. 2-2 here on the count now. Especially since you have the following day off. Yeah, I know that Friday. Yeah, the Mets have their opener on the Thursday. Then they have off Friday, and then they play Saturday, Sunday to finish the series. If my memory's not mistaken. Yeah, pretty sure that's how they're going. 2-2 still on the count here to Rondon. Did you see Bowden say Lindor and the Mets will agree 3 on E? Yes, I did see that. Yep. And then he said that Conforto will go to free agency. So we'll see what happens. And Rondon takes a single right down the center, avoiding the shift. And just like that, there's a runner on first. 2 outs here. The inning continues, however, for the Cardinals, who have done some damage here. You're sad that Gomez is gone? Yeah, I know. Me too. How am I calm knowing we have 8 days to extend Lindor? Because the Mets will only need 5. I mean, not 5, pardon me. Because they'll only need 7. That's the joke. It's like they have 8 days. They'll only need 7. They will literally probably take that thing to the wire. Wouldn't surprise me. They did the same thing with DeGrom a couple years ago for his extension. This is not outlandish for Mets land and extensions as a whole. These things do happen. Carlos Martinez flies out right to Lindor at short, and that is going to end the inning, folks. So just like that, the Mets have themselves down by a run thanks to a John Nogowski big bomb, solo bomb here in the bottom of the second. So Mets head to the top of the third, down 1-0. Hi from Dominican Republic. What's up, Emmanuel? Thank you so much for chiming in. I appreciate that. We're halfway to 100. Yes, we are. Again, guys, if you're just chiming in, make sure to smash those buttons. Help us get to 100 likes for my 80-plus viewers. If you just hit that button, it really means a lot. It knows that we're doing good stuff here at WardyNYM for the streams. And also help us get a 6K subs by opening day. We're almost at now what? We're getting close to 5.9K. And then we'll just be 100 away. So the goal is to hopefully try to hit 6K by opening day. We're a week away. I think my predictions video will help out quite a bit, but I guess we'll see. Did the Mets have an announcer like Jack Buck for the Cardinals? Oh, well, the Mets currently have one. Yeah, Gary Cohen is the Mets' main announcer, and he's phenomenal. He's one of the best in the game. I try to say that unbiasedly, but his voice is unprecedented. The Mets' entire crew of him, Keith, and Ron are tremendous, but it's definitely led big time by Cohen. And then for their radio call, it's Howie Rose, and he's fantastic. And Wayne Randazzo does a solid job of being his side guy with him. Wasn't it dead silent until DeGrom literally signed? Yeah, for the most part, Sam, I think you're correct. Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty. We were all worried about it. What do you think about MLB cracking down on most foreign substances when it sounds like most pitchers use some? They've been doing that. I really don't know how much that's actually changing things. That was announced like over a year ago. That isn't anything new. The whole foreign substance thing is something that is going to continue to be ongoing, but players are always going to use it. I feel like it's inevitable. To the extent that they use it is a different story, but yeah, most pitchers do use stuff in the game today, especially for spin rate, which we all know about. And it's also a flaw in the MLB's rules for allowing certain things to extend or drag on for so long. That's a big part of the reason why it's still happening. It's not like it's a secret. Most clubhouses know about it. Plenty of clubhouses, most in the league still have it. And Gourmet takes a ball, I believe. So 1-0 on the count. And next pitch by Martinez is going to be called strike in there on the breaking ball. So 1-1 now. I remember the DeGrom extension came out of nowhere. Still looking like one of the best bargains. 100%. Yeah. He makes a lot of money, but it's still a huge bargain, no doubt. All right, and that's going to be ground out that Gourmet pulled it first. So just like that, there's one away here for the Mets in the top of the third. 320 pay the man. I think 320, 325 is very realistic. I agree there for sure. So they have better control on their pitchers. Again, that would make a lot of sense too. That's another great point to actually come out with K-Law. That's not surprising at all to me. Or he's a GOAT. No, you're the GOAT, Gabriel. Hope you're doing well, my man. Thank you so much for chiming in. Gourmet actually made an error. Yes, it was an unfortunate one. And Nemo's going to take a little bit of a fly out there to center, left center to Carlson, and 2 away quickly. Martinez is really looking like he's bouncing back from his last outing against the Mets, that's for sure. But the Mets are also swinging right away too. But yeah, I will say this though, in regards to Gourmet. Yeah, it was a one hopper by Arenado. The ball was spinning a lot, but Gourmet looks like he had his head up just a little too soon before catching the ball. And it was catching like this way, so the ball like fell out of his glove right away, and it was an error. It would have been an easy ground out, but it was just unfortunate. Lindor now at the plate. He's already 1 for 1 on the day, and he takes a called strike missing on the outside corner there. So it's 0-1. You're saying Lindor goes yard today? I think that's a fair prediction to make. Knocking on wood for you. Martinez getting set for his 40th pitch of the evening. And that's going to be down in the dirt and in. 1-1 here on the count to Mr. Smile himself, Lindor. Nemo and McNeil are the most annoying hitters to face. Absolutely. No, I would hate it. If I was a fan of a rival team in the NL, I would hate going up against them, especially Nemo. Nemo's so annoying. He's funny. It's literally comical on how crazy he comes back from 0-2 counts. Let's go Mets. Absolutely. Good afternoon, my man. You're in math right now. Make sure you're paying attention. Pitch to Lindor now is going to be in the dirt on the breaking ball. Misses down and away. 2-2 here on the count in the top of the third. 2 outs here for Mr. Lindor. We'll see what he does here, if anything. 1 for 1 on the day with a single to opposite field a couple innings ago. And it's a big swing to miss, though. So Lindor strikes out swinging, and the Mets bats have been fairly dead. They've had 2 guys in runner scoring position, the first and the second combined, but nothing here in the third. So the Mets head to the bottom of the third, still down 1-0 in the Cardinals. Does Lindor mostly hit lefty or righty? Naturally, he's mostly hitting lefty because of the pitchers that he's seen. Because you got to realize when you're a switch hitter, you're just going with whatever the opposite is of the pitcher. And there's far more righty pitchers that a batter will normally see, regardless of if it's the AL or the NL, versus it being lefties. So Lindor bats left more often than not, but he bats right whenever a lefty comes his way. Martinez is looking like Pedro. Oh, no. Let's pump the brakes, Sam. I get it that you're saying it for a name comparison, but let's not get a little rational here. It's interesting, though. Lindor's numbers are actually pretty nuts. When you look at his splits earlier in his career, I'm trying to think if it was lefty or righty. I'm honestly blanking, but his splits earlier in his career are almost polar opposite to what they are now. With who was he batting better against? Was it lefties or righties? Whatever it was his first couple of years has now become the opposite the past couple of years. Now, granted, I know that he didn't really do much in 2020. He was struggling. He didn't have his head in the game. But between 2020 and 2019 combined, his splits are fairly different than the years before that, with his preference on who he does better at. And I know that sample size is everything because you're more than likely going to see less lefty pitchers than righties. But still, I thought that was kind of a little bit of a head scratcher that his approach changed up a bit. Does Conforto get more than DeGoat on an extension? Probably, yeah, for sure. But you got to realize times were different then. And that type of extension, like Conforto is probably looking for a 7-year deal, my guess. And odds Conforto is going to be pushing 200 million. So yeah, we got to understand if DeGrom went to free agency, especially now, he would easily be the highest paid player in baseball. Bauer would have nothing on him. At that point, DeGrom would probably be pushing 50 mil a year if it's a shorter term deal. But if it's a long, like a 3-year deal for DeGrom could be pushing 50 mil a year if he was a free agent right now. And I don't think that's too much of an exaggeration. If Bauer can get 40, I don't think it's all that outlandish to say DeGrom could get 50, or at least close to it. 1 and 2 on the count here for Carlson, though, who's currently 0-1 on the day. Oswalt still on the bump. Pitch number 35 coming. And Carlson's going to take that one for a fly ball, shallow infield. And Lindor is going to field it, and that's going to be a fly out. So just like that, one away here in the bottom of the third. Oh, yeah, trust me. The Gourmet error was bizarre. It was really just an unlucky play. It's something that will happen very few and far in between for him. Trout only got like 38 mil. You got to understand the longevity of that contract, though, AB. It's not like it's a short-term deal. Down the dirt there for Oswalt. 1 and 1 on the count here to Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie's 0 for 1 on the day with a liner to first. Back in the first. And the pitch by Oswalt. And that's going to be pulled there. But this time it is handled by Gourmet. And that is going to be two-way. So Gourmet makes up for his defensive woe an inning or two ago. And he gets that nice put out there from third. Two-way here in the bottom of the third. Will Soto be the first $400 million player? All I can say is that if he is, it won't be with the Nationals. And I know that will upset you. But I don't see how the Nationals would be able to make that happen. If they weren't able to do it for guys like Harper, I don't see how Soto would be any different. 0-1 on the count here. Arenado at the plate, who should have had an out, but he ended up getting on by an error by Gourmet back in the first. Well, yeah, football's a different story, though. Soto gets picked up by the Mets in the future? Nah, highly doubt that. The only way that happens, I think, is if the Mets end up just going all in on him if he hits free agency at some point, which they would be able to afford him for the most part when that time comes. But I'm going to say no as of now. Down the dirt. 2-2 now on the count to Arenado. Oh, you're 100% right. Yeah. Trout did get over 400 million. Didn't Trout get 5? Wasn't Trout's contract total 500? All right, there you go. 1, 2, 3 for Oswalt there. So pitching has been the cup of tea in this game. Not so much the offense, which is a little surprising. But the Mets head to the top of the fourth, still down 1-0. What's up, all of Wardy's lovely Mets fans? What's up, Joe? Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for chiming in. And again, as always, Mets and baseball fans, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying today's stream. Help us get to 100 likes by the end of the stream. That'd be really appreciated, of course. And also help us get a 6K subs by opening day. We're just over 100 away. So all you got to do is hit that button. If you haven't, guys, it really mean a lot. And it definitely does go a long way. And thank you so much in advance. I expect the Mets to be breaking. They may very well be at some point in this game, just not yet. You know, just because we expect it with this lineup doesn't mean they're going to hit every day. Granted, I get that, Luke, and you guys were fortunate enough to win the World Series the next year, so everything happened for a reason. But I do believe, 440 or okay, yeah, okay, that makes more sense for Trout. I don't know why I was blanking there. Yeah, I don't know how much the Nationals are actually working with. That's the thing. when Soto becomes a free agent. I'm going to look up, speaking of Soto, they just showed a Han Soto home run against the Phillies back in 2019 as a highlight on MLB, on the MLB app. So I'm going to look up Soto's contract right now and see when he's an actual free agent. Okay, so Soto's a free agent in 2025. Oh, okay. If the Nationals are smart, though, they'll literally extend him as soon as humanly possible. Why is Mets Media not a mod? Is Mets Media here? Is that why? Did he just say something? Oh, I don't see him. I don't think Mets Media is here, so I don't know what that means. Not that he's not a mod. I just haven't given him the mod. It's not a purposeful thing. 1-0 on the count here to Conforto now is at the plate here in the top of the fourth. All right, Conforto's going to take that for a ride deep center, and Conforto's going after it, and Carlson's going to get it right on the warning track. A carry, but not enough. So almost a nice deep center bomb by Conforto, but it just falls short there. And just like that, it's going to be one away here in the top of the fourth. We're at the point where guys just want spring to start. Absolutely. You're 100% right. Sten, Lindor, and Conforto. You said it. Yeah, so as of now, Soto is a free agent in 4 years. Whether he hits free agency or not is a different story. Again, if the Nationals are smart, they won't allow it to happen. All right, so that's a called strike on Big Me Pete, who's 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch by Martinez. And he fouls that one away. So 0-2 now quickly on Alonso. And the pitch by Martinez is set. And it's going to be in for a ball. Just misses on the inside corner. 1-2 on the count now. Boris is Soto. Oh, that's true. Do you believe Mets live today? Yes, David, I do. 2-2 on the count now to Alonso. Do I think Lindor will resign? Yes, I do. I do think he'll get extended. And Lindor, and Alonso really reaches for that one into shallow left field, and that's going to be caught. So 2-away here. Pete really reached for that one, but at least he got contact. It's better than a strikeout. Either way, he pulled that one, looked down and away there at the end of the barrel to the left side for a pop out. Yeah, he really reached for that one. Either way, though, thank you all so much for being here, guys. I hope you guys have been enjoying the stream as much as I have. It's been a lot of fun thus far. A quiet game, so hopefully the bats really start to heat up soon on either side, really. I did not see Trevor Plouffe doing that on the Mets. It was probably through John Boy Media. That's why I like John Boy a lot. I like the breakdowns he does, but I don't follow him religiously or anything like that. 1-1 on the count now to Dom Smith, who's also 0 for 1 on the day. McNeil's worrying you? Well, Tim, he did have a double in today's game, so that should take some worry away. Again, McNeil's just a very emotional hitter. He's going to have his streaks. All I hope for is that he doesn't try to become a pull-happy guy like we've seen a little bit more the past year down the first baseline. The best McNeil is the one that's really just looking for strictly contact, and the power naturally comes. Dom takes a changeup in the dirt, and that's going to be 2-2. So bored today, yeah. It feels like it's going to be a little bit of a boring day, especially the weather isn't too hot where I am. The pitch, and that's going to be down the dirt again on the breaking ball. So now full count here to Dom Smith. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Urania or Urina, however you pronounce your last name. I think that's actually some pretty good predictions there. And Dom Smith gets a walk there, so Mets have a runner on, with 2 outs. We'll see if they can do something here. And now I do believe, if my memory's not mistaken, that J.D. Davis is at the plate next. Oh, pardon me. It's Jeff McNeil. I forgot he's in the I think the 6th spot today. Either way, McNeil's at the plate now. Flying squirrel. Speak of the devil, we'll see how he does in this at bat now. 1 for 1 today with a double a couple innings ago. And the first pitch he sees is going to be a off-speed pitch that misses up and away. 1-0 here on the count. Dom is not doing well either. Lefty, Dom's been fine. You got to understand, Dom's also been dealing with a nagging sore wrist. I really wouldn't worry too much about Dom. He's been fine. And it's going to be called strike there, or almost at the hands. 1-1 here on the count. Martinez is fairly quick with his pitches. Martinez was pretty darn good a couple years ago, but he's definitely struggled these past couple years. And he sets the pitch. And McNeil's going to pull that one right into, unfortunately, the shift. And that is going to be another ground out. So Martinez gets out of the inning unscathed once again. Mets head now to the bottom of the 4th. Still down 1-0. Have a good day, Luke. Thanks so much for chiming in. Nelson, how's it going, my man? Thank you so much for being here. Okay, that was a very random comment. And guys, we're under 50 likes away. We're over halfway to 100. So if you haven't already, please make sure to smash those buttons. It really does mean a lot. It really does go a long way also. Just hoping Judge and Stan can stay healthy. I mean, that makes one of us AB. Not that I wish injuries on anyone, but, you know, Judge and Stan, a healthy Yankees lineup is not a fun one to match up against. That's for sure. It's honestly not fair. It literally looks like a bunch of cartoon characters out there. Is this the 3rd time we have seen this dude? Yeah, at least 3rd time, Timothy. Might be even 4th. Is there anything better than getting home from work, watching the greatest Mets YouTuber? Oh, you're too kind, Darren. Eating pizza. Love to see it, Darren. Absolute hype for Darren. Get some hype in the chat for Darren. Another great member here on the channel. And also hype pizza. Yes, Timothy. But also get some hype in there for Darren. Awesome contributor here on the channel between the donations and just being an awesome subscriber. So thank you so much, buddy. A diehard Mets fan that lives in the UK, guys, doesn't get much awesome than, pardon me. My speech has been all over the place today. Doesn't get much better than that. So seriously, thank you so much, Darren. I hope you're having a great rest of your night, my man. What time is it where you are? Because I know the time zones are different. And with saying that, I actually need to post something now. All right, so Oswald's at the plate, sets, and the pitch, and that's going to be in for a called strike. 1-1 here on the count now to Matt Carpenter. $6 p.m. there. Oh, so you're just a 4-hour difference. That's not too bad. Yeah, my buddy that I do a weekly segment with for our podcast for the New York Rangers, he lives in Austria. So I'm talking to him right now, trying to get our video out. And he's 6 hours ahead of me. Oh, and Carpenter takes out for a ride, but it's going to be caught by Nemo there in center field. So just like that, one away here in the bottom of the 4th, folks. How many days until Lindor signs? I don't know. Either way, he will get signed. And guys, hype in the chat for John at Hot Take Hockey. Thank you so much for chiming in, my man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, John, I think I started watching some of the video I think you did on Tim Peel just being fired, the ref. That was good stuff. But again, thanks so much for chiming in. Guys, if you're a hockey fan, especially when you want all different types of coverage, live streams like this, but for hockey, make sure to check out John at Hot Take Hockey. He's a great guy. Does awesome stuff hockey related at least. He's pushing upwards of 30K subscribers now, so help him get there. He does awesome stuff there on his channel. That's going to be another fly out there to Nemo in center. 2 away quickly here in the bottom of the 4th. What's everyone's favorite pizza? Ooh, definitely New York pizza. Yeah, definitely New York pizza. But outside New York pizza is probably like just margarita or just grandma, the one where it's just a normal sauce, but then you have fresh mozzarella on it. So good. And the pitch. And that's going to be a called strike there on Dean. 0-1 on the count. Pep and pineapple. Whoa. Joe, your Arizona's showing. That's definitely a Westy thing. That's the only way that rationally makes sense to me. Of course, John. I hope you're having a great day, my man. 1-2 now on the count from Oswald to Dean. Oswald's thrown 51 pitches on the day. Gave up a solo home run to Nagowski back in the 2nd inning. And the pitch. And that's going to be a big foul ball by Dean there, staying 1-2 on the count. There you go. Strikeout there by Oswald. Guys, hype in the chat for Corey Oswald. He actually had a solid inning again, so he gets out of it unscathed. So the Mets now head the top of the 5th, still down 1-0. Ghostway, thank you so much for the donation, my man. Ghostway's been an absolute G today with these donos left and right. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you kindly. Guys, hype in the chat for Ghostway as always with a donation. That really does mean a lot. Just give me 1 second, guys. And again, thank you all so much, all my Mets fans chiming in. I really appreciate that. Been an awesome stream thus far. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe on. Help us get to 100 likes, guys. Really mean a lot. But yeah, I'm seeing some pizza conversation still going on here. And again, thank you so much for the donation. Once more, Ghostway. Pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno. I call it the Christmas tree pizza. That's one way to go about it. I respect that. That's pretty cool. Oh, and JD Davis takes a hit by pitch there on the shoulder with the first pitch he sees here in the top of the 5th. So just like that, there's a runner on first one, no outs. Hopefully the Mets can get something out of this. LFGM indeed. Yes, hit by pitch for Davis. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So now James McCann is 0 for 1 on the day, is now back. We'll see how he does. Absolutely love McCann, though. I'm so excited for him for the season, honestly. I really am. Base hit for McCann. So 2 guys on now. Hype in the chat. McCann gets on. 2 runners on with no outs. And the Mets are looking to do some damage here in the top of the 5th. And there you go. That's going to be a double play, unfortunately. So JD Davis gets into a double play, unfortunately. Pardon me, not JD Davis, Yorme. So runners out on first and second, but JD Davis at least advances a third. 2 outs here. Mets still have the ability to get this runner in, but that was an unfortunate double play there because of Yorme pulling that one. You hate to see it. Okay, Nemo, take a call strike right down the lane. Familia looks like that he'll be up in the bottom of the 5th here. So Oswald's day may be done. We'll see what happens, though. Nemo's been struggling a little bit, but I don't think it's anything really to be concerned about. Am I feeling about defense? His defense thus far? His defense has been solid. His defense has not been of a really much of a concern. There's like maybe one play that stands out to me a couple of games ago. But other than that, Nemo's been pretty solid in center field, which is what you love to see. That's a called strike there to Nemo again. 1-2 here on the count. And yes, Flacco and Chris Taylor do look alike. You're 100% right. Nemo strikes out swinging there on the breaking ball. Martinez gets another K there, and that's going to end the inning. So the Mets, after having 2 guys on with no outs, are not able to get a runner in. So the bats have been struggling. Martinez has been pitching far better than he has in previous games for the Cardinals against the Mets. And the Mets are still down 1-0 with the home run hitter, Nagowski, leading things off in the bottom of the 5th. Looks like Familia might take the mound then. Bats sleeping. Yeah, I know. It just, again, these things happen. Who knows? The bats might spark here, actually getting closer to the 7th inning. I'm not sure. The game's going quick, though, that's for sure. But as always, guys, I hope you are enjoying today's stream. If you are, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Help us get to 100 likes. Really mean a lot for today's stream. And also help us get a 6K subs by opening day. It's definitely the next short-term goal here on the channel for all Mets coverage and some baseball coverage, too, that's outside the Mets. So a lot of things to be looking forward to, guys. I assure you that one. You're in mythology. No problem. Enjoy the class, buddy. Yeah, Oswalt has not looked bad. You're right. He gave up 1 run, but otherwise has been pretty solid. I'm just reading more of your comments, guys. Just bear with me. Again, though, thank you all so much for being here. It really does mean a lot. Today's been a good stream. I know it's been a slow-paced game. Definitely not as high-paced as before. We're only 30 likes away from 100, which is fantastic. So continue to smash those buttons, guys, if you're enjoying today's stream. It means a lot. But, yeah, all I have to say, though, is that even though that today has died down a little bit, I think that the bats are going to start to heat up as we get closer to the 7th inning, if not in the 7th inning for the stretch itself. So, again, time will tell, guys. We'll see what happens. Familia is now on the mound, so Oswald's day is done. He gives up 1 run in 4 innings, which, again, was not bad for Oswald, honestly. You should see my Alonso autograph collection custom case. Timothy, that's Tim. Tim, if you join a Zoom, because I think I'm going to try to do a Zoom call with all my members prior to opening day for an hour or so. If you join the Zoom, then you can show me them, Bunny. That would be awesome. But yeah, I'm already jealous. That's for sure. That is absolutely for sure. Rightfully so, though. I think anyone would be jealous as a Mets fan. 1-1 on the count. 1-1 here on the count now to Nagowski, who hit a home run a couple innings ago to give the Cardinals the lead. Is the game live? Yes, the game is live. It is through the Cardinals feed, through their own Fox, their Fox Sports Network. Okay, and that's going to be a foul ball. You're in there like swimwear? Awesome, Tim. Hope to see you there. Looking forward to it. Yeah, we'll try to get that set up next week prior to opening day. All I hope for is that whenever I do that Zoom, that an extension doesn't happen during that time, because then if so, I'm going to have to leave the Zoom right away to set up a stream. So I really hope that doesn't happen. So I'll probably be picking a later time, like closer to in night, like for one of those Zooms next week. I know, Leo, it is crazy, but I'm all for it. And thank you for the shout. I appreciate that. Yep. For any of my Rangers fans that are in here, I did put my new episode of Rangers Review on my hockey channel, talking about the past week of games for the Rangers, including the game they played the other day, which was victorious against the Sabres. So make sure to check that out. It's an awesome podcast I do with Statboy Steven, who's a big-time Rangers fan as well. So I just posted that video on WardyNYM in case you guys are interested. Where I try to donate, but it won't let me. Sorry. No need to apologize, Michael. I appreciate even the consideration is always nice. Thank you. 2-2 on the count, and that's going to be down in the dirt. So full count there for Familia and Nagowski. If you ever want to start bringing fans on your show, Rory, pop session, I would love to come on. Yeah, Darren, we'll definitely be. I definitely intend on doing that. We're going to get great stuff set up for my Mets talk with Richie. We're going to start bringing callers on fairly soon as we get kind of adjusted in a routine for the season. We'll definitely be doing stuff like that. All right, and Familia walks the first batter he sees. So just like that, the Mets have given up a walk, and now there's a runner on first with no outs here for the Cardinals in the bottom of the fifth. Nagowski's having a day thus far, a home run and now a walk. Oh, that's insane, Tim. The case is Timothy, that's absolutely insane. Have you just been collecting memorabilia your entire life as a Mets fan? I mean, that's going to be a called strike there. 0-1 on the count now to Rondon. No problem, Leo. Have a great day, buddy. Elf GM indeed. Appreciate you chiming in, my man. Okay, and he sets. And here comes the pitch by Familia. That's going to be down the dirt. Misses in. So 0-2. I mean, pardon me. 1-1 here on the count. Not just Mets stuff. Have an auto MJ basketball too. Damn, Tim. I strive to be you with all this memorabilia when I'm older. That's for sure. I love that, though. Absolutely love that. So runner on first, no outs. 1-1 here on the count for Rondon. And the pitch by Familia. And it's going to miss down and in again. So 2-1 now on the count for Familia. That's awesome, Tim. How long have you been collecting? If you don't mind me asking, like, what's the age that you currently are, your age range, that would warrant maybe you having a decent collection because you've been doing it for a while? I'm just curious. Jason, how's it going, buddy? Thanks so much for chiming in. 2-1 on the count. Familia, the pitch, and that's going to be a chopper there. Perfect right there to Lindor, and he gets a nice double play. Stress-free for Lindor, who gets a chopper. All he has to do is drag his foot on the bag there to second to get the runner out, and then gets him going to first too. So just like that, Good help there by Lindor to prevent Familia from possibly having another guy come on. So 2 outs now, no runners on here in the bottom of the 5th. Been collecting for 10 years. Yeah, that'll do it for sure. Love that though, Tim. That's great. Oh, Darren, thank you so much, my man. I appreciate that. I'm really excited. I love like the idea of like treats and stuff from like other places. I love that. That's perfect. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to unboxing it and debuting it either in a video or a stream here on the channel, my man. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, Carlos Martinez is now at the plate because they are using their pitchers today at the plate for the Cardinals today, just not the Mets. 1-1 here on the count, though, to Martinez. Familia needs to get him out. That is for certain. Absolutely for certain. You cannot give up a hit or anything to Martinez here. 1-1 on the count now. And he sets. Familia, the pitch. And it's a big swing and miss there on the breaking ball for Martinez. 1-2 now on the count. You had a great birthday. Oh, that's awesome, Jason. I'm glad. I'm very glad you had a great birthday, my friend. And the other can't. Yeah, in spring. In spring, you can basically do whatever the hell you want in a nutshell. And Martinez flies that one away to the right side, but it's foul. So 1-2 on the count still. Familia sets the pitch. That's a swing and miss. So Familia strikes him out to end the inning. And that is going to end it. Familia is laughing to Martinez. They're just having some comments with each other. It's so hard to be patient about Lindor getting extended. I'm just so anxious for it to happen. I know. We all are. Trust me. Mets fans are naturally going to be concerned and patient, all that jazz until a Lindor extension is done. Same thing with Conforto. At least for me, I want a Conforto extension as much as anybody as a huge Conforto fan. So I just hope that happens soon too. Universal DH needs to happen. 100% needs to happen. I beat that to a dead horse by now, but it absolutely needs to happen. But you get some K-hype in there, guys, for Familia's strikeout. Again, I know that he's not the most exciting pitcher for us, but again, we will take that strikeout any day of the week. The Red Sox fans happy that LeBron has become part of the team. I have no clue, Darren. I think you'd have to try to find some Red Sox fans and ask them. I am not really interacted with much at all to find out those answers. His issues, why? Of course it is. Yeah, Familia's control has been erratic. Last season, he had a pretty high walk rate, and so did Betances. They were both ridiculous. I know Betances was a short stint, but still, it was not pretty. Really, he cost us the World Series, but he better make it good by us fans if we make it back. Oh, of course, I know. Again, Familia is a situation where if the Mets are able to get rid of him and able to handle losing him in the bullpen, they will. The opportunity just hasn't presented itself enough. They tried it with both him and Betances in the offseason to no avail currently. Do you ever plan on doing giveaway in the future? Yes, I do, Edgar. I 100% plan on doing giveaways. Yep, throughout the season as we get in there. Everything up to this point has just been trying to structure and my idea of how exactly I'm going to be going about the channel going forward. So once further structure's in place and you guys have a better reliability of what you can expect each week, then we're going to be golden for trying to get a giveaway. I do intend on doing giveaways sooner than later. There's a certain subscriber goal I have in mind to really start getting out a lot of that stuff. So rest assured it will happen. I just don't have the date on the top of my hand currently. And Lindor's going to take a breaking ball there, and Martinez is staying in the game. He's thrown 68 pitches and only now in the 6th inning, so not bad. And Lindor, big swing and miss there, 1-1 here on the count. How did the Mets score? The Mets did not score. So I'm Larry, I'm not sure what you mean. The Cardinals scored, however, by a solo home run back in the first couple innings by John Nagowski. And it's 2-1 on the count now to Lindor. My friend gave me 3 pictures of Seaver, Mays, and Aaron for my collection. Oh, that's amazing, Larry. I love that. That's perfect. Have that on your wall. Do whatever you want with it. Cardinals fan, yes, I do remember you, buddy. Thanks so much for chiming in. Hope you're doing well. Full count now to Francisco Lindor, Mr. Smile. No problem, Larry. Who do you get rid of? I would be Betances first between the two, probably. You can donate something for a giveaway. You don't need to do that, though, my man. I appreciate that. But again, once we get ourselves a position, hopefully, naturally all the donations and the memberships, and I'll be making a Patreon probably over the next month. Once that's all set, all that stuff is going to be enough contributions to help out with actually doing some type of giveaway and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it, no less. Well, I appreciate that, Devin. And Lindor is now on first. So Lindor gets walked there, and now Conforto's at the plate. So hopefully they can get some damage done. The back-to-back guys that we're going to see back-to-back in the lineup a lot, both deserve extensions, and both deserve to get them ASAP, if you ask me. Make sure to smash those buttons, guys. We're so close to 100 likes, so make sure to hit them. It is always appreciated, guys. Help us get to 100 likes by the end of the stream, as we're here now and only the top of the 6. So thank you so much in advance, and also help us get a 6K subs. That would really mean a lot, too. Lindor on first. Count 1 here to Conforto. And this will probably be Martinez's last inning, especially if he gives up anything here. And the pitch. That's going to miss down and away there. So it's 1-1 here on the count for Conforto and Martinez. You have too much. I don't think you can ever have too much of like memorabilia, Timothy. I don't think you can ever have too much. It's always a good thing to collect, I say, for sure. This is a foul tip by Conforto behind the backstop. It's now 1-2 here on the count in the top of the 6th. Martinez is 4 pitches away from reaching 80 on the day. But yeah, it's been a slow game. A game that I thought would be more offensive. A part of me told me maybe I'm jinxing it, Tyler, to think that would be high scoring. Again, I know that there's still plenty of time in this game, but so far it's been a little bit of a dud offensively for the Mets. And Conforto calls time there, so he'll just need another second. Hey, Rory, I'm trying to join as a member. Can you do it on your phone? Oh, Darren, thank you so much for that, buddy. That really means a lot. Yes. Well, if you want to become a member, and for anyone that wants to become a member on the channel, get exclusive emojis, shout-outs whenever you comment and streams, all that great stuff, and exclusive content as well a couple of times a month. All you got to do is, I have it in the description down below. There's a link for you to click, and it'll probably reroute you to Safari or something else. You have to do that. You can't actually become a member through the MLB app. I mean, not the MLB app, the YouTube app, because it doesn't give you an option to hit the join button. But if you either go onto your computer and look up my YouTube channel, on the homepage of the channel, it'll say join. You click that button, and then you have your membership options, or just click it in the description in the stream, and it should reroute you somewhere else to become a member. But thank you so much for just considering it. It really does mean a lot, my man. You're the best. And the pitch here by Martinez, and that's going to be a half swing, check swing, gets Conforto. Bad swing there by Conforto, I must say. Really got thrown off there by Martinez. I'm in school right now, so I need to keep no volume on. So give me a thumbs up every time you see. Okay, you got the thumbs up. Got the thumbs up, Devin. But again, make sure you're paying attention, buddy. You got your ambitious baseball glove in today. It's so cool. That's awesome, Stacy. Love to hear it. Big Me Pete is now at the plate. He's over 2 on the day. Has a runner on first, and Lindor 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Martinez is getting set for the pitch. And Pete swings right through the breaking ball. Slider's doing pretty well here against Alonso and some others. What channel is the game on? It's on Fox Sports if you're in the region for, I believe, for the St. Louis area. So if you don't have it through there, then you have to have the MLB package to watch the game through it. You have so much in boxes and closets? Yeah, that sounds about right. That's how I am with a lot of sports cars I have. Own 1 on the count. And the pitch. That's going to be a breaking ball and for a called strike. So 0-2 quickly here to Alonso. We'll see if you can extend this at bat or not, however. You're feeling a Pete homer? Knock on wood. And the pitch. And Pete takes that for a ride, but it's going literally right to the left fielder and Nagowski. Now there's 2 away. So a runner staying on for Lindor, but still now 2 outs. Mets have had a runner on in almost every single inning and have yet to bring anyone in. So we'll see what Dom Smith does here. How's it going? What's up, Kyle? Thank you so much for chiming in, my man. Hope you're having a great day. Things are doing good. A slow offensive day for the Mets, but otherwise things are doing very good here in the stream, per usual. Hope you're doing well, though. 2 outs here. 0-1 now on the count of Dom Smith with Lindor here on first in the top of the 6th. And the pitch by Martinez. That's going to be up and away. 1-1 here on the count to Dom. All right, 2-1 now on the count to Dom. Okay, Darren. Yeah, definitely try it through your computer then. It's weird. Yeah, I don't know why, but a lot of times when I try to click links, even for other people's links on YouTube, especially through like the app, it doesn't reroute you all the time. I don't know why. All right, 2-2 now on the count to Dom. I'm doing great, James. Thanks so much for chiming in. Hope you're having a great day too, my friend. Just watching Bo crushing 2 taco bombs against. Yeah, I saw the first one. Awesome, especially opposite field. I'll take that. Good for Bo. I'm expecting a monster year from him. And the pitch. And that's going to be a little bit of a bloop there, and it's in. So Dom Smith gets a bloop single opposite field. All right, so Lindor advances from first to third on a bloop to left field, opposite field. That got a lot of arrow on it by Dom. And the Mets have runners on the corners now. We'll see if they can try to get 1 in to tie this thing before the end of the inning. Stories, Mike. I'm commentating right now. I'll do stories maybe in between innings, but I normally just answer questions. I don't have the stories of a lot of these historic guys do that are broadcasting because I haven't had the experience yet, you know? No problem, Sam. Have a great day, buddy. Thanks so much for being here. Now Flying Squirrel is at the plate. And Martinez, first pitch is going to be a swinging foul by McNeil there. So 0-1 on the count. What's up, Ethan? How's it going, buddy? Thank you so much for chiming in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you all so much to all my Mets and baseball fans chiming into today's stream. Hope you're enjoying as I share my own play-by-play and overall commentary as we react during today's game between the Mets and the Cardinals. McNeil out the plate, though, and pitch. And that's going to be hacked away foul once again. Quickly 0-2 here for Flying Squirrel. Runners on the corners here. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Mets still down 1-0. Lindor on third. Dom on first. Let's see what McNeil can do here to keep the bat alive. And Martinez the pitch. And McNeil gets a strike 3. Hate to see it. So McNeil strikes out Sweeney there on the breaking ball. And that's going to end the inning. And Martinez's day looks like it's done. Pitches 6 scoreless innings against the Mets. That's a rough one, not going to lie. So Mets keep runners on the corners and could not get anything done. Cardinals continue to pitch unscathed here. Enjoying the channel. Keep up the great work. Thanks so much. I appreciate that, Rudy. I appreciate you chiming in as well. Again, all my Mets and baseball fans, today's been a little bit of a dead day when it comes to this game. Offense has just not been there consistently. Runners in scoring position, getting those runners in, forget about it. That has not been the story of the day for the Mets, unfortunately. Martinez's day is done against us, however, so hopefully that's a good thing because Martinez just had a good day against the Mets. You know, after being rattled the past couple irons against the Mets, he performed pretty well today. About to hit the old PlayStation. Nice. And I'm doing this. That's exactly what I'm doing, Ethan. Yeah, I do believe Martinez's day is done, however, folks. So hopefully that's a good thing for the Mets. We'll see if they break out. Hopefully get a 7th inning rally, a 7th inning stretch going. Score prediction for opening day against the Nats. Oh, I can't do that, Darren. I really want to prevent doing predictions for most regular season games, especially opening day. I will be the biggest jinx in the world if I do that. So I'm gonna refrain from doing that, honestly. But with saying that, I'll be right back, guys. I just have to use the restroom again. Just give me a minute or two and continue chat up in the stream. Make sure to smash that like and subscribe button as always, and I'll be right back. I'm back, guys. Thank you for the patience. 2-2 currently on the count with Betances on the mound off against Carlson, who's 0 for 2 on the day. And the pitch by Betances. And that's going to be fouled away there by Carlson. I believe he will sign sooner than later. I completely agree, Kyle. Yeah, people will always overreact. That's natural for not just any fan base, especially New York-based fan bases. That's inevitable, literally. And the pitch. And that's a big Swing and a miss there. So strike out for Betances. Get some K-hype in there. Look, again, as frustrating as Betances has been, all we want, as long as he's on this club, is to succeed. So happy for him that he got that strikeout there. So get some K-hype in the chat for Betances, guys. And now Paul Goldschmidt, goalie, is at the plate. We'll see what he can do here. Less than 15 likes away from 100, guys. Who's going to be the 100th like in the stream? Whoever is, if you guys end up being the 100th like, please let me know in the chat. I love to hear it. Over 2 on the day for Goldie, though, who's otherwise had a strong spring, average-wise, batting just under 300. And the pitch by Betances. And that's going to be taken foul there off the breaking ball. 0-1. I honestly don't know the biggest donation I've ever gotten off the top of my head. Was it? I think it was 100 I got before. I think I got 100 donation before. All right, that's going to be a breaking ball that just misses, so it's 1-2 on the count. Anyone know the channel? It's on Fox Sports if you live in the St. Louis region. Otherwise, you have to use the MLB package if you have that. Oh, thank you so much, Card Coach. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is only the beginning here on the channel. It's been a slow month, but it's mainly just because it's the dog days before the actual season. So, and I have so much content that I haven't even gone out yet, too. So, not worried whatsoever. I've been beyond humbled and grateful for how much this channel has grown. We're trying to get a 6K subs by opening day, and Betances gets a ground out there, a 1 or 2 hopper to Lindor, and that gets him out on first. So 2-way here. Good start for Betances. Let's see if he can get a quick 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And the pitch. And that's going to be down in the dirt. 2-0 on the count. And thank you so much, my man, especially coming from a Cardinals fan. That does really mean a lot. So thank you so much. And Betances is pitching. Yep, Jack. Trey Betances. Who's pitching? Betances. Okay, Trey Betances. quick and to the point. Jack, trust me, they tried during the offseason. It just didn't happen. Pitch by Betances. That's going to be just missing the outside corner. 3-0 now on the count for Betances. And again, thank you so much for the kind words to everyone. You have all been tremendous. Cannot begin to thank you all enough throughout the entire stream. It always means a lot. I love doing these streams with you guys, reacting with you all. I just can't wait for the content that's going to be coming here on the channel as we get close to and really set up for opening day now. Oh boy, I can't wait to get this predictions video worked on too. It's going to be great. 3-1 on the count now to Arenado. All right, so Arenado gets walked there, and now trying to see who's batting. Matt Carpenter is now at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Arenado's day is done, however. There's going to be a pinch runner in for him on first. So 2 away, 1 runner on by a walk there, given up by Betances. Color me surprised. And now Carpenter's at the plate. I'm doing great, Daniel. Thanks so much for chiming in, buddy. Hope you're doing well, too. That's going to be a breaking ball call for a strike. I've never been to a Yankees game yet at Yankee Stadium. So I can't really answer that. I know that a lot of Mets fans go to Yankees games. You'll get called out a million times more, however, if you go to a Yanks game with a Mets outfit and they're not playing the Mets. If they're not playing the Mets, then you're kind of just asking to get called out. It's no different than vice versa at Citi Field. Or, if you're going to Philly wearing Mets stuff when they're not even playing the Mets, that's where you're going to see some stuff. And Car Coach, thank you so much for the donation, my man. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Hype in the chat for Card Coach, another awesome donation here by a lovely subscriber on the channel. And Matt Carpenter is going to take that fly ball, shallow infield. Gourmet's hustling after it, right on the mound, and it's caught by Alonso on the mound. And that's going to end the inning, folks. So the Mets get out of that unscathed. Good stuff by Betances. But to answer that, 3 favorite Mets of all time. Definitely has to start with Conforto, just because he's always been my favorite, really, since I started following the Mets intensely. After that, you could definitely make a good argument for David Wright is in my top 3. And then after that, it's tough because I could think of so many different guys, whether it be Piazza or Gooden. A part of me almost wants to say it's like between Piazza and DeGrom, maybe even leaning a little bit more DeGrom, just because those are the players that I've been able to witness more as a fan. That's really the main thing behind it. I know it's recency bias, but I think most fans would agree. They appreciate most players that they witness as during their lifetime. Seaver's the GOAT. Seaver's the best Met. I think we can all agree. But my personal favorites, Seaver isn't my number 1, just because of I didn't get to experience him, unfortunately. Lindor hype indeed. Yes, Lindor's been a stud. 100%. And again, just hype in the chat. Indeed, guys, we're right around 100 likes. So make sure to smash those buttons as always. Really does mean a lot. We're trying to get to 100 plus likes by the end of the stream, and I think we will get there, which always means a lot. And we will also be trying to get a 6K subs by opening day. So always hit those buttons, guys. Yeah, my question to you, Card Coach, what would your top 3 be? I was at Wright's last game. Oh, I'm sure that was emotional. What a game. I know. It was very, it sucks that Wright's career had to end the way it did, where it basically was without him warranting it, his body just couldn't take it because his back and his neck aren't going to get any better. Unfortunately, it's something that is going to constantly linger with him for the remainder of his life, which really sucks. Who's better, DeGrom or Thor? Oh, it's definitely DeGrom. It was amazing to see Wright and Reyes playing for the last. Yeah, that was awesome. And Jose Reyes I was a huge fan of his as well growing up. When I wasn't as big of a baseball fan, when I thought the Mets, though, Jose Reyes was always the first guy that started me. I loved him for his speed. I've always been a speed demon as an athlete. Speed was always the biggest thing I excelled in as a runner. So when everything happened with Reyes and, the unfortunate situation with the violence, JD Davis is safe there because Dean fell off the bag off a grounder originally going to first. So JD Davis is on with no outs here in the top of the 7th. We'll see if the Mets can get something going. But Jose's a guy that I'll always appreciate and be a big fan of. It's always going to be tainted to an extent because of that. Unfortunately, it just is what it is. Carter, Piazza, DeGrom, great picks too. Yeah. I feel like the kid is someone that if I grew up watching, he would easily be my favorite because just from the decent knowledge I know about Gary Carter, he was Mr. Clutch. Like the Mets would not have 186 without him. They wouldn't have had nearly as much success if it wasn't for him basically being the dad of the group in that locker room while everyone else was going, crazy, and him having a great head on his shoulders and just wanting to win more than anything else. Rest in peace, Gary Carter. But yeah. 1-0 now on the count to McCann. Born in 79. Awesome. Okay, that's going to be called strike on a bunt attempt there by McCann. I don't know what he's doing. I guess giving the shift on him. David Wright did a Zoom Q&A for my sports management club in high school last year. Oh, that's awesome. Spring Chicken Wings. Prince Chicken Wings. Thanks so much for chiming in too, buddy. That's insane, though. I'm sure that was a great experience. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Haley. Guys, get some birthday hype for Haley in the chat. Love to see it. Hope you have a great birthday. And also get some hype for the Car Coach as well for becoming a member here on the channel. Really, really appreciate that, my man. You've been too kind between the donation, now the membership. Thanks so much for becoming a member. That really does mean a lot. I hope you enjoy the little perks the membership will be giving you and plenty more as we get into the season. You join for the Carter answer? Well, that's kind. Thank you kindly. Okay, it's 2-2 on the count here to McCann. My top 3 favorite Mets of all time are Wright, Harvey, Delgado. Great picks. Harvey's a real wild card, but when you're thinking of the Dark Knight, that little, 3 to 5 year stretch he had, yeah, I see that. Doc too. Yeah. Down in the dirt, full count now for McCann. How's it going, Dildis? Hope you're having a great day, my friend. Gooden and not Strawberry. Doc was a beast. $1,000 be enough spending for 4 nights in New York, dude? 4 nights in New York. Depends where you're staying, Darren. Really depends where you're staying. Okay, and there you go. J.D. Davis stole second. Bad throw there by the catcher, but he'll stay on second. So runner on second. Davis looks a little shaken up, I think is okay. 1 out here. Now we're in a scoring position for McCann. Your favorite Mets, Doc, Wright, Piazza. Can't go wrong. Mike Baxter. Interesting. Who was my third? I think my third was debating between DeGrom and Piazza. I probably lean maybe a little bit more so just DeGrom. It's very subjective. It kind of changes almost by the day. But if I'm just using recency bias with what I know best, I'd probably say DeGrom then. Gourmet takes a ball on the outside corner. So 1-0 on the count. Yeah, very nice seeing JD play good defense yesterday. I completely agree. It was a breath of fresh air. No problem, Michael. Thanks so much for chiming in. Lenny Dykstra, oh my. Lenny was a damn good player for the Mets, but holy God, was he great. He's something. That man's on another level. 1-1 on the count now to Gourmet. Breaking ball down the lane. And Gourmet hacks out 1 away foul. 1-2 on the count. The Roosevelt Hotel. I think it's Midtown Manhattan. I'm looking at booking for 4 nights. I think some other people, honestly, in the chat might be able to help you out better than that than I can, considering I don't reside in New York. So my knowledge won't be as strong as some others here. If anyone wants to help chime in. I know New York's expensive, though. So, again, it all varies on the hotel, their asking price per night, and how much food will cost you. Like, if you're going to go to games, game concessions will normally cost you a good amount if you intend on having a normal meal and a beer or 2 there or something along those lines. Either way, though, that's a ground out by Gourmet. So JD Davis moves to third, which is the second time he's been on third base today. Hopefully he doesn't get stranded, though. Nemo's now at the plate. Nemo's hitless thus far in today's game in the top of the 7th. Here we go. Woodford getting set for his 12th pitch of the evening, and it's going to be a breaking ball right down the lane on Nemo. 0-1 on the count. Let's sign Jeremy Jeffress. I have no clue what's going to happen with Jeffress because like a scandal happened with him and his old agent because it's not even his current agent. He got emotional on Twitter. It was a back and forth. So I don't know the stance on Jeffress. I don't know if he's going to be with the team to start the season, honestly. 1-1 on the count. What happened to Cespedes? He's a free agent, David. That's what happened. And the Mets aren't bringing him back. Yeah, Darren, for sure. Hopefully once things are back to normal. That's the point, yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, it really depends on how much you're asking per night. And you have to take into account per game, you have to think of where you're getting your food from. If you're getting your food from Citi Field, then it might be costing you a good amount each day. If you're getting food outside of Citi Field, you can get food pretty cheap in a lot of different areas, depending on what you want. If you want like typical New York pizza, you get great New York pizza for cheap. All just depends on where you're going. 2-1 on the count, and the pitch to Nemo. And that's going to be a fly ball. That's unfortunate. Shallow center, and it's caught. So that's going to end the inning. So Nemo, who has yet to record a hit today, flies out there to shallow center, and J.D. Davis is left on third. So after Now 7 innings almost. The Mets are still down 1-0. Have yet to bring a runner in, even after having 4 hits on the day to the Cardinals 2. Shoot me if I have nothing better to do and watch someone call spring training game. Shoot you? Well, you're here, Eli, so there you go. I guess you have nothing better to do. There's a poll on SNY YouTube's page. Who is the Mets fan biggest nemesis of 2021? Bauer. Scenario. Yeah, I definitely would say it's Bauer just because of how much it rubbed people the wrong way. Lindor going to have to start off an inning. I know. Yeah, I know. Again, at this rate, I don't know if the Mets are going to get a run in before the end. I hope they do, but we'll see. But with saying that, we're in between the 7th, guys, so I think it's a perfect time for our sponsor. So bear with me 1 second. It is now sponsor time here on the channel. Hope you guys enjoy. Is there anything better than the fresh mowed grass of the ballpark on opening day? How about feeling freshly groomed balls? Our sponsors at Manscaped, the global leaders in below-the-waist grooming, are here to help you strike out your bush for good. It's a whole new balls game, folks, and Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Join the movement. Manscaped has redesigned the electric trimmer. The Manscaped engineering team spent 18 months perfecting the greatest ball hair trimmer ever created, the Lawnmower 3.0. Because of their ceramic blade and advanced skin-safe technology, your snags will be reduced with a close shave. The Lawnmower 3.0 is simply the best hygiene tool for the modern man. Hits a sweet spot in every way. And if you don't think that just the lawnmower is enough satisfaction, the Perfect Package 3.0 is what really hits this thing out of the park. Between your crop preserver and reviver, along with all the additional goodies the Perfect Package 3.0 brings, you're all set to smell, look, and feel good on a pitch that comes your way from up high all the way down below, if you know what I mean. Get 20% off and free shipping with code WardyNYM at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code WardyNYM. Baseball's back. Don't let your pubes get out of whack. Hope you guys enjoyed today's sponsor, Manscaped. That code is only going to last until the end of March, guys, so you just have just over a week left, and then we'll go from there. I don't know if I'll be sponsored with them beyond that, so make sure to use them if you can. Would really appreciate it. Definitely helps the channel, and their stuff actually works pretty well, I must say. So definitely check them out. Hope you enjoyed that. But now we're heading now into the bottom of the 7th. Mets still down 1-0, and Miguel Castro is at the plate. Pardon me, not at the plate. He's on the mound. And the pitch by Castro misses down and away. 1-0. Oh, Rusty came in and Tug McGraw. All awesome. For sure, Mike. All right, Molina's going to foul that one off. You buried her in a custom Mets jersey. Now that's a diehard. Well, rest in peace to your grandmother. I'm sure it might have happened a while ago, but still, that's crazy though. I love that. That's passion 101. Mets fans just hit different. They really do. 2-1 to now Molina. And the pitch by Castro. And that's going to be Molina taking that to the right side. It's going to be a fly ball, however. Conforto's chasing after, and he gets it right before it goes out of the foul line. So one away here. Mookie, Mazzilli, and Strawberry. Awesome picks. The same thing with my great aunt. That's awesome, Tim. Wow, that's crazy. Diehard fans are just the best. They really are. When are the season predictions coming out? Soon. I'm trying to hopefully get them out for the weekend. That's the goal because these are taking a lot longer than I expected, unfortunately. These videos just take really long, prediction videos like that. So I'm eyeing for the weekend. Fingers crossed I can have it out. Probably eyeing Saturday. So again, fingers crossed. That's what I'm trying to get the video out by. And Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, I will have out my latest segment, A Mets Talk, with Richie at Mets Media on the channel. We'll be breaking down and answering questions, everything there is to know about everything with spring training as it's coming to a close. Our predictions for the lineup heading into the season, more extension talk, the latest with Lindor and Conforto, and so much more. Hope you guys are looking forward to that Friday around 1 p.m. Eastern time. But you guys can watch it after the stream, of course, too, because it doesn't matter too much. It's not like we're covering a game. 1 and 2 here now to Dean for Castro. Castro's had a phenomenal spring. Hopefully, I'm not jinxing him too much. Missed the Mets old uniforms. Yes, I love the black jerseys. They're my favorite. I have a Piazza black jersey as we speak. And Dean strikes out there on the slider big time. Castro's stuff has been nasty. What a beast he's been on the mound. He's like 6'7" too. He's an animal. Like and sub. Absolutely, Ethan. Make sure to smash those buttons, guys. What's up, Eric? How's it going, my man? Thanks so much for chiming in. For David Darling. Oh, that's sweet. I absolutely love that card, Coach. Literally love that so much. The newspapers from 86 and score sheets. That's stuff that you can't replace. That's for sure, Timothy. Down the dirt, 1-0 on the count here to Nagowski, who is the reason for the Cardinals' lead back in a home run in the bottom of the second inning. This game is so boring. I know, Dave. It's definitely been a sleeper. That's for sure. Castro, the pitch. And he almost hits Nagowski. He actually throws it behind him, it almost looked like. That was just pure accident, though. You would have loved Steve Henderson, John Stearns, and Hubby Brooks. Great times, even though team was not contending. I definitely believe you. Again, I have faint knowledge of them, especially when you reach a certain far back, but I'll gladly do my homework on some of the, the legends for the Mets back in the, especially pre-80s, for sure. 2-1 now on the count here. And thank you, Darren, for the comment. I appreciate that. You're too kind. And the pitch. And Nagowski takes that deep center, but it's going to go shallow. Oh, Nemo just misses. Again, though, I won't be upset by Nemo with that. That was a great effort. That just fell out of his glove as he was diving. So good effort there by Nemo, but Nagowski, have a day. He has now had a walk, a single, a home run. He's only a double and a triple short of the cycle. Granted, he's not getting the cycle, but good day for Nagowski, who's been in Matt Keller here in spring. He has 2 home runs against the Mets in spring as it is, with his second coming back in the second inning today. Nemo had a good dive, a solid dive at least. He just couldn't close his glove on it as he fell down. So runner on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch. And Rendon hacks at that one foul. It's quickly 0-1. I know Nemo was very close. And that's going to be in for a called strike on the breaking ball. 0-2 there for Castro. We had 100 likes. Awesome. Thank you all so much, guys. I appreciate that. Hit 100 likes still with a couple lanes to go. So that really does mean a lot. Thank you all so much, Mets and baseball fans. You're the best. Now help us get a 6K subs as well. We're trying to get there before opening day. 8 days away. Still got just over 100 subs to go, I think. So let's get there, baby. I know we can do it. A big swing and a miss, and Castro strikes him out. Great inning for Castro. He's been nothing short of money all spring here for the Mets. Looking like that acquisition by Brodie Van Wagenen is desperation move to help bolster the team to make a playoff run last year, even though it didn't work at the deadline. Starting to pay off here with Castro, at least. His mechanics are coming better. He's definitely getting guys to chase on the slider. A lot of good stuff that I'm seeing from Castro. And he's using his size. The guy's hitting 100 miles per hour when he's like 6'7", as he should, using his frame to his advantage. I think Castro's going to be very sneaky for the Mets this year, that's for sure. Who I think will be in the bullpen when team breaks camp. Well, my initial prediction, and again, it was a bold prediction, but I had McWilliams as a bold pick. He gets sent to AAA, as we know. I knew it was far-fetched, but I had Lucchesi as well. I think Lucchesi is going to start the year in the rotation. I would have said bullpen would be more likely if Carrasco didn't get hurt, but because Carrasco's still out. So bullpen's tough. I honestly don't know. I feel like they might even keep Gazelman, which I don't necessarily think is the brightest move. I don't know. The bullpen's still very much in the air, and it's going to the biggest decider is going to be is how do they handle the rotation? If they're going to keep 2 of the 3 guys that are competing for the 2 spots and Yamamoto, Peterson, Lucchesi there, or are they going to keep all 3 with the team? If they do, then you're going to have one of those guys coming out of the pen at least. as basically coming in maybe 4 or 5 innings after the first guy in that fifth spot. I think they're going to get creative. So I'm not sold on what they're going to do with the bullpen just yet after everything that's transpired the past week or two. So anxious for the season. You and I both, buddy. Trust me. You and I both. That's for sure. And we're not even 10 subs away from 5.9K. So, of course, smash those buttons if you haven't as well. All my Mets fans in here that enjoy consistent Mets content that want to be part of the community, because we're going to be doing amazing things all throughout the season, breaking all different things, whether that be hopefully extension talks soon with Lindor and Conforto and into the season. Yeah, doing actual streams during the games. We might do some post-game streams as well. We're going to be doing a lot of separate content just regarding individual player performances throughout the season and just overall content that is centered around a player, but is more unique, where it has longevity to the video. So a lot of different things are coming. Hope you guys are excited for it, because I know I am. And the pitch here from Woodruff, 1-1 on the count. And that's going to be a big swing and miss there by Lindor on the curveball. Definitely got Lindor chasing there. Nagowski giving Carpenter a run for DH. I know. He's been doing a solid job for you guys. He really has. 1-2 on the count now to Lindor. All it takes is one solo bomb to get this thing tied up. So we'll see what happens. Lindor gets set and the pitch. And Lindor just gets a chopper there going down to first, but that is going to be caught. And now there's one away. So good hustle by Lindor, though. I appreciate the fact that he bolted down the first baseline when it looked like a short out, basically. So I'll take that. Now Michael Conforto's at the plate, also hitless on the day. We'll see if Conforto can try to get something going here in the top of the eighth. You have to choose a player to win the game. Here are your options: Lindor, Alonso, Bartolo. Base below 2 outs. I would probably pick Lindor in that situation because he's probably the best situational hitter. Even though Bartolo is a great pick too, I got to say. Good stuff there, Dave. A bloop and a bomb. Yes. Pitch. Conforto fouls that one off. 0-2 on the count. Looks like Jordan and Hicks might be coming in for the 9th, which is not going to help the Mets' chances, other than Luis Guillorme being his kryptonite with that 22 pitch at bat against him a week or two ago now. And pitch. That's going to be on the inside. 1-2 for Conforto. Bryce, good picks, but I don't think Drew Smith's going to make it because he's been dealing with an injury currently. I think that's going to hinder Smith's chances, unfortunately, of starting the season with the bullpen. So just take that into account. All right, breaking ball misses the outside corner. 2-2 now on the count for Conforto. Is Cologne there? No. I wish he was, but he's not. Is the screen went black? I'm not sure why, Jack. Maybe going out and in the stream again. You should be fine. Thoughts on when Harvey was traded to the Reds? It made sense, and the Mets got something out of it. And Devin Mesoraco, he was decent, nothing crazy. Was dealing with injuries in his career too. I remember that day though, because I was just got back. I just finished. I was in the locker room for my hockey game, and I saw that. I was like, oh wow, okay, so Harvey's gone. It was bound to happen. And that's going to be a fly out there to the left side. And now they're 2 away here in the 8th. Yeah, I think McWilliams won't be in AAA too long. I'm not sure when he'll be called up, but I do think he'll have some decent amount of time with the Mets this year. I feel that they're really confident in him as long as he gets his control down some more. Speaking of Piazza and Bartolo, I was going through these big box of baseball cards I had that I got when I was younger that my grandfather purchased for me years ago. And I wasn't a huge baseball fan at the time, but I went through it, spent hours the other day, and I found Like, I forgot I had this. I have Mike Piazza rookie card. It's not worth much, but it's still really cool. Then I also have a Bartolo Colon rookie card, big sexy, before he was, big, just sexy there. And then also a Jeff Kent rookie card, one of the best second basemen to ever do it. Wasn't with the Mets his whole career, but he's still a very strong player. Should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. And that's going to be a ground out there. So that's going to end the inning. So the Mets continue to not get a run. Now they're 3 outs away from losing this game. Mets head now to the top of the, now the Mets head to the bottom of the 8th. Ken was a beast. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I really want to see him make the Hall of Fame this year, but Hall of Fame was a joke this year. Nothing short of an absolute joke. Well, let's get these contracts done before the season. I think they'll get one of the two, at least. I think Lindor will be locked up. I don't feel as much certainty, however, with Conforto, unfortunately. And I know we're all going to hate this, but I thought this was interesting, at least. I do have a Chipper Jones rookie as well. I feel like I should throw this in a wood chipper, but again, I give respect where respect is due. And if I get this PSA, it might be worth something. Or the Bats today. They're just dead. They're really just dead. That's all I can say. The Mets are always going to have those games. I hope that I don't attend any of those games this year when it happens, because I feel like I've attended more Mets games than not where they didn't have offense. But again, it is what it is. Hopefully they don't. Games like this are few and far in between for the Mets this season. Kirby Yates is getting Tommy John. I know that sucks for the Jays. Really does. They've been hit with the injury bug a lot lately. So Randall Grichuk's now hurt. George Springer's hurt. He might not be ready for opening day. We'll see. They have a couple guys hurt now. Yeah, I know. He literally named his kid Shea because of how much he dominated in Shea Stadium. Granted, though, if I was in his position, I would do the exact same thing. And I love the name Shea. My brother and I are both in agreement. We would love to name one of our kids Shea when we're older. It's just such a good name. Jerry Blevins, the man, the myth, the legend, is now on the mound for the Mets for the bottom of the 8th. Bauer has a 4.16 ERA. Who cares? It's spring training. This is a huge year for him, though. That's for certain. We'll see how he does. Again, I'm looking forward to the matchups. That's for sure. And Blevins is getting set for the pitch. And that's going to be fouled big time there by Thomas. 0-1 on the count now. You have a Timothy, why haven't you sold that is my question. Is that one eye or two? It depends on the day, Patrick. Mr. Bowtie. Yeah, I love Jerry Blevins. And the pitch. And it's going to be a grounder. Nice stop there. Pick by Guillorme. Oh, but it was a little bit high of a throw. So Guillorme couldn't get the throw down. Looks like Guillorme has now is that Guillorme's second error? Are they going to call another error on Guillorme for that throw? I think they may. That's unfortunate. This is not what you want to see necessarily at third. For a guy who will probably play at third more than any other position coming in relief this year. Late innings at least. Tim, I would sell it. That's definitely worth a buck or two. So I think Blevins will make the team now. No, I don't. And Blevins going to get a called strike in there, and that's going to be 0-1 on the count. One runner on first. Should have been a ground out, though. Guillorme just had a rough throw after a nice pick on third. So one runner on. Sosa's at the plate, and there are no outs. 0-1 here on the count. Do I think the Mets will get to a fast start? I do to an extent, Eric. I do. In this season. Yep. And Nadine, how's it going? Thanks so much for chiming in. And the pitch by Blevins. A big curveball there. A big swing and miss. 1-2. Oh, Tim, that's fair. Again, when you sort of get down that hole in memorabilia, the player only means so much depending on like how nice the memorabilia is. It's like, okay, you want to keep it because you respect the player, like and what they did, regardless if they were a rival. Tony Gwynbat, though, that's sick. I have Blevins almost down the dirt there, 2-2 on the count. Zaib, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, my friend from India. I hope you're having a great day. And the pitch by Blevins. And that is pulled just foul. Can't believe Blevins is back. Yeah, I know. He went from being an S&Y analyst this past season because he didn't play in 2020 to signing a minor league deal with the Mets. I love that. Love Jerry. Jerry with his bow ties, cigars, and mouth and all. He's killing it. Oh, Timothy, I think the Nats fan left, but there is another Nats fan that might be interested. David, who's a member on the channel. So, David might even be part of the Zoom that we do next week. So if you don't see him before that, maybe you can talk to him then. 3-2, full count now to Sosa in the bottom of the eighth. No outs, one runner on first. Oh, I don't have many stuff, John. No, I just started getting things because the channel and everything. I'm only 20, so it's not like I've had all the money to spend on this stuff. And Blevins, that's going to be pitching the dirt. So now runners on first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the eighth. Not looking too hot. But the best thing that I have by far is something that Joe, who's a loyal member on the channel, sent me, which is a dual autographed Mookie Wilson and Bill Buckner signed jersey. And it's just fantastic. It says it's like half Mets and half Red Sox jersey, all gray, however. And then it has their names and number and signatures on the number on the back. It's fantastic. That's by far the biggest and really the only Mets memorabilia thing I have currently. Outside of other like little things that have more sentimental value on the wall behind me, like tickets to games from the 2006 playoff run, little pass there from the last series against the Marlins before Shea Stain was taken down. This bottle that was drinking the game that the Mets won the NL division in 2006. And that's all from another subscriber member here on the channel, too. That was very kind to send that stuff here. 0-1 on the count now to Gorman. I've always liked Blevins. And the pitch. That's down the dirt there on the breaking ball. 1-1. Oh, wow, that's insane, Garden State Gardner. That's awesome to see that you got all that stuff, especially the Mike Trout signed baseball, Barack jersey, and all that. That's fantastic. I hope your son's doing well, though. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Seriously, I'm hoping that he's doing better and wishing him all the best. I don't know what is currently going on with him, but again, I'm wishing him the best. That's unbelievably unfortunate to hear. 2 guys on, no outs here in the bottom of the eighth. Timothy, that's insane. The 500 home run club ball might be a little bit more. Just because of Jordan's sign ball. I don't know how much that goes for. I know it's still a lot, but still. All right, that's going to be a fly out there. Shallow infield. And Gourmet misses it. Oh, that sucks. Oh, my. So no infield fly. The bases are now loaded with no outs. This game is getting... this defensively, this has been a game, all right. Gourmet had a throwing error to start things off here in the eighth. And then he also, a really fluke fly, a pop-up that I think who was that? No, it was Lindor going after it, but Yorme was going after it then, and Yorme couldn't get to it in time and went behind him. That was rough. This is why I want third base, but you and I both, I mean, I think most people were hoping for an upgrade in the offseason at third base, but again, we'll see what happens. If defense falters too much for the Mets, they will make a move. But they tried during the offseason. The price just wasn't right for a lot of the guys that they were showing interest in. One of the black jerseys coming back. I do believe they're coming back this year. My guess is they're going to just surprise all of us Mets fans, maybe. And maybe on the first Friday game of the season, they'll just announce it like shockingly that no one expected. I'm not sure, but I do think it'll be back this year. No apologies needed, AB. Oh, okay. So there is one out and a runner on second and third. I was thrown off at first. So bases aren't loaded. Gorman was out on the fly. But the runners advanced. So runners on second and third, one out here in the bottom of the eighth with Williams at the plate for the Cardinals. Oh, no. Blevins gives up a single to center field, and that's going to clear the bases. So just like that, the Mets are now down 3-0. That's probably going to do it for the game. I don't see the Mets getting 3+ runs in the top of the ninth against a fireball pitcher in Jordan Hicks, but I guess we'll see. I'll stay optimistic till the end. This is what I get, though, for thinking the Mets would win this game. Hate to see it indeed, Darren. It's a perfect way of going about this currently. Moroff, the one-time Met, is now at the plate pinch hitting. One out. Cardinals still up 3-0 with one runner on in the bottom of the eighth, folks. And the pitch. And Moroff, big swing to miss, and that hit McCann hard. Oh, wait, pardon me, not McCann. I think it's Maxwell. Maxwell might be batting. I mean, catching. Yeah. Yeah, Maxwell got hit pretty good on that swing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maxwell got hit with the ball, with the mask, but the ball hit him right on the mask after it fouled off. That one looked like it hurt. I think he's going to be okay. It just hurt. That has to hurt a lot. Yeah, Gourmet is having by far the worst day he's ever had in spring in the field, by far. I got the start at third base today, and I think he has 2 errors, at least one. But he had 1 error by just a one hopper by Arenado that would have been a ground out, but the spin just like fell out of his glove. He has head up too soon. And then he also had a throwing error, I believe. So yeah, not the best defensively, especially for trying to defend Gourmet to get some time at third this year. But again, it's one game. I don't think there's too much to read into it. Now the pitch. And it's going to be down in the dirt for Moroff. So it's 1-1 now on the count. Blevins still on the mound. Well, yeah, you'd be a fool to think that Jordan like Hicks isn't good or anything. Yeah. Yeah, normally when Jordan Hicks comes in to save a game, you have a solid chance of winning that game. Even if he's not throwing 105, he's throwing 100. That's still pretty good. Is it on TV? Yes, it is. It's on the Cardinals feed for Fox Sports. And the pitch by Blevins. Hainer, curveball that just misses, that just hits the outside corner. 2-2. So I'm not sure why the scoreboard hasn't updated yet. It will soon though. But yeah, the Mets are losing 3-0 here, and there's one out. So the scoreboard will update. Channel is that. It all depends if you have the package, because if you don't live in the St. Louis area, you won't be able to get it. You need the package. Hey, Rory, can you pin this? Game will be on MLB Network. Sure, I'll pin it. Why not? Yeah, for anyone that's interested, the game will be on MLB Network at 8. Again, though, I doubt that most Mets fans will be wanting to watch, especially if they get shut out here today. So we'll see. Oh, wait. I'll pin it like this. Hold on. And the pitch, and Blevins throws to Drury at first, so Drury's in for Alonso. Most of the defensive replacements are in, or just late game replacements at least. There you go. And the pitch by Blevins. And it's going to be a pop fly. We'll see who gets it. Lindor's going after it, and Lindor will snag it. So finally, that one's solidified. 2 runners away now. 2 outs. 1 runner on first in the bottom of the 8th. Mets are down 8. Pardon me, not 8. I don't even know what I'm saying. I apologize. I've been getting thrown off with this. I have to get used to listening to the audio like this. But Mets are still down 3-0 here in the bottom of the 8th, folks. Am I a good cook? Not really, just because I really haven't had to cook too much in my life yet. I like to say I make a good pizza when the time's right, like a typical 20-year-old. But I don't know what I think I'm having some type of chicken for dinner. And Blevins throws that, and that's going to be another single. So now runners on first and second here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. So Blevins getting worked. Granted, it's not all Blevins' fault. It kind of sucks because an error happened. 2 errors really happened today in this inning, which has not helped Blevins' chances. So yeah, Kisner's on first, and then you have 2 runners on, and Blevins is out of the game. Unfortunate because Blevins wasn't doing terrible, but those couple, the 1 error and almost an error there on missing the pop fly will do it. So Gourmet has 2 errors on the day. That's so weird. That's literally like never happened. Why are we naming all these random players? Again, though, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I hope you have been enjoying today's stream. Looks like the Mets may lose this one. A little bit of a rough one. Definitely. The offense just wasn't there. Unless they spark something in the 9th against a fireball of a pitcher and Jordan Hicks. Cardinals will probably come out victorious today. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. That's it. I'm still waiting for ESPN to update the scoreboard here, however. So just stay tuned for that. Because they're up 3-0 with 2 outs. And they're doing a pitching change for the Mets because Blevins is out. Yeah, I hope Galladay does well for the Giants too. For all my Giants fans in here. His slider's devastating. Yeah, I mean, definitely is a nice 1-2 punch when you have a 4-seam and a slider like that, for sure. It's similar to Diaz in a lot of ways. Both can throw the high heater and then the nasty slider as well. Stephen Tarpley's now in. Austin Dean's at the plays 0 for 3 on the day. Stephen Tarpley's on the mound, has pitched to a 1.5 ERA in 6 appearances thus far in spring. And he's going to get a called strike down the lane there on 90 mile per hour fastball. So 0-1 on the count quickly to Dean. And Dean fouls that one off to the right side. One and two now on the count to Dean. Yo, Warrior, what's up, Mr. Bombastic? Long time no see. Happy to have you chiming in, my man. Can we meet the Mets song at the end? Only if the Mets win, Darren. Only if the Mets win. You do this for every game? Not for every single game, but for a lot of games, yeah. I stream numerous times each week for games. I will be during the season as well. I'll be covering, I fully intend on covering the entire series between the Mets and the Nationals for the opening series of the year, too. So stay tuned for that. But I do more than just streams. I have a lot of other content that will be coming out for the Mets. Just has been taking its dear sweet time because of how long these streams take and trying to get these videos done. No problem, Michael. Thanks so much for chiming back in. And if you guys hear a lot of noise in the back, I apologize. That's my bunny. She's drinking water, so it makes a loud noise with her cage. But 1 and 2 here to Dean. And pitch. Oh, no. Okay, so hot shot there to Drury on first, but he's able to settle it, and that's going to be it. So Cardinals get 2 more runs here in the bottom of the 8th. So the Mets head to the top of the 9th, 3 outs away from losing this one. They need 3 runs. We'll see how they do. The Mets have a lot of their main hitters out of today's game, too. So they're going to have to hope for some magic. No need to apologize, my man. Again, these streams, every time it's an early game, I understand that a lot of people normally can't chime in. I cannot wait for the evening games, though, which will be probably more often than not during the season. So that's going to be exciting. I'm actually going to check right now, guys. Bear with me. I'm going to see what times the games are coming up. Yeah. 100%, James. All right, guys. So I'm just looking at the schedule coming up for the Mets. So, okay. So the Mets' first game, opening day, is at 7:09. Perfect. That's going to be golden hour for the stream. Then on Saturday, it's at 4. And then Sunday, it'll be at 1. And I'm trying to think. Is that... The Sunday game is going to be a little tricky because that's Easter Sunday, early in the day. But I am still going to try to stream that game. And then after that, I don't know when I'll I'll probably be streaming games next for the Mets. Maybe that following Thursday against the Marlins, because I unfortunately get games blacked out where I am for Phillies and Mets. So if I ever do streams for them, unless they're on like a main thing like Fox or ESPN, I won't actually be able to watch them unless I'm watching through like an illegal stream. So I'll have to be chiming in just through the radio call. But Malik Smith is now at the plate against Jordan Hicks. And this will probably be an easy out for Hicks. Nothing against Malik Smith, but there's a big difference here. And the pitch. That's going to be fastball in. 1-0 on the count now to Malik Smith. As you should, Darren. That makes sense. And the pitch. It's going to be fastball up high. So 2-0 quickly on the count for Hicks. The Mets can rally back into this. Probably not, because they have like all their main hitters out of the lineup now for the remainder of the game. Would I like it? Yes, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. This will probably be a fairly quick game for Hicks as long as he gets his control down. And the pitch. And that's going to be up at the letters again. 3-0 here to Malik Smith. So again, controls this thing. We'll see what happens. I think that's the biggest thing to combat Jordan Hicks on the mound to prevent this save here. And Hicks gets set in the pitch, and that's going to be a ball. So Malik Smith gets walked on 4 pitches. That's good because Smith is a speedster, so at least he gets on first. I'll take that. Guess what I have no clue, Michael. What are you eating? Hicks is a little, normally you're a little wild when you have his kind of stuff. Diaz has been the same. Plenty for the Mets past year and a half. Normally guys that throw this high cheese like this, have a nasty breaking ball or slider, will give up a walk or two. You're eating clementines are the best, especially if you were just outside playing. Great stuff. I would do the same. McNeil at the plate. First pitch he sees is going to be a called strike right down the lane. 98 miles per hour there. 0-1 on the count. No problem, Larry. Adios. Have a great rest of your day, my man. Really bad sweet tooth. It happens. Definitely happens. Luckily, I don't get one that's too bad, or there would be a problem. 0-1 on the count to McNeil. And here comes the pitch. Oh, okay. That's going to be a called strike on the inside corner. I think that was a borderline ball, but okay. So 0-2 on the count of McNeil. What's the rotation looking like? I'll answer that in a second, Mr. Bumasic. What's up, Ranting Rangers? How's it going, my man? Thanks so much for chiming in. I came out with my latest episode of Rangers Review on WardyNYM in case you want to check that out, Ranting Rangers. All right, McNeil fouls one off. Rotation is going to be DeGrom, Stroman, Walker. 4th might be Peterson, and then 5th will be one of Lucchesi and Yamamoto, or maybe they do 2 of them where they have 2 guys in the 5th spot, and maybe they go 4.5 innings each, something along those lines. How's it going, Worry? I'm doing great, Ellis. How are you, my friend? Thanks so much for chiming in. Still 0-2 here to McNeil with 1 runner on here in the top of the 9th. No outs. And pitch, and that's way inside. And now it's 3-1. I mean 1-2, pardon me. Yeah, they've definitely been looking better. He gets set the pitch. And McNeil fouls that one off. Pearson could be 3. That's possible. But I think as of now, Walker's their 3 guy. 1-2 on the count to McNeil still, who's 1 for 2 on the 1 for 3 on the day, who had a breaking ball. Not a breaking ball. He had a double back earlier in the game today. And pitch. And McNeil fouls that one off again. What's going on with my Flyers? We're crumbling. Yeah, defense is definitely not looking on your side, Ellis. That's why. Defense has definitely been an issue for you guys. And the goaltending hasn't been there enough to back it up either. So it's been a little bit of a recipe for disaster as of late. Still 1-2. Pitch number 11 coming by Jordan Hicks right about now. He sets the pitch. And that's going to be down the dirt. 2-2 now. Misses on the changeup. Awesome, Nate. Welcome back, buddy. Come on, Mets. I know. Hicks has been a little erratic today, so we'll see. We'll see if they can do something. 2-2 on the count now. And the pitch. And McNeil rips that one, but it goes right to the right fielder, and one is away. So good contact there. Good at bat by McNeil. Just couldn't get enough on that one. Oh, thank you so much, Darren. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, if anyone comes my way from the UK, I'll definitely know it's from you. So thank you so much in advance. Let me know how that goes. What channel is it on? It's on Fox Sports, but you need to have the package if you don't live in the St. Louis area. You need to have like the MLB package. So one away, one runner on, and pitch. And Khalil Lee, and that's going to be off the foot of Hicks. And Khalil Lee stays on. So Khalil Lee gets on by a fielder's choice. So it originally hit off Hicks' foot, and he gets the runner going to second. So 2 outs, Khalil Lee is on now. So 2 outs, Khalil Lee is on. Have I been you've been having a good week? I've been having a great week, Boombastic. I hope you've been having a great week too, my friend. Yankees down 5-0. Well, Mets are about to lose 3-0 AB. Khalil Lee is on base. The Mets cut him away, but they still have guys that they cut in spring because they haven't sent them all to AAA yet, or any type of minors for that matter. Maxwell's now at the plate, who's been catching the past couple innings for the Mets after relieving James McCann. And here's a pitch. And that's a big swing and miss there by Maxwell. 100-mile-per-hour heater there by Hicks. So 1-1 now. And good, I'm glad. I'm glad you're doing well too, buddy. I think Jordan Hicks has all of the stuff to be the best Cardinals reliever. That's for sure. I'm not sure how Miller's going to do this year for them, but normally those two stand out to me the most on the knowledge that I have of the Cardinals bullpen. And the pitch. And Maxwell is going to foul a chopper there. And that is going to be out on first. So that's going to end the game, guys. The Mets lose this one. Unfortunately, 3-0. Definitely a bummer. These are the kind of streams that you don't love to do because you're hoping that at least some type of runs happen. But the Mets end up losing this one. You hate to see it indeed. Hopefully they bounce back. Their next game, however, which will be, I'm trying to think when their next game is, as a matter of fact. Is it Friday or do they play again tomorrow? I think the Mets play again. No. When do they play again? Okay, so yeah, the Mets don't play again until Friday. So they have Thursday off, and then they play Friday in the evening against the Nationals. Nationals are home for that game. So that's going to conclude today's stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed. My apologies on the Mets losing today. You can't win them all. Still a solid game overall. The Cardinals were just a better team in the end, got the more crucial hits when needed. And I will give credit where credit's due. The Mets pitching was far better than I initially expected. Oswalt only gave up 1 run in 4 innings. And outside of that, the pitching really just faltered big time with Jerry Blevins. And it was mainly because of errors. Started off with Luis Gourmet, who should have had a grounder to third that just overthrew it after a nice pick by him on third base. So it's unfortunate it happens. Mets bats just weren't aligned today, just weren't destined to win. But again, it's spring training, so it doesn't matter at the end of the day, right? But again, thank you all so much for chiming in. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you did, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe on it again. And I hope you guys are excited. We're inching closer and closer to opening day, baby. Hit those buttons. We're getting close to 6K subs for opening day. Expect more great content. We'll be doing more streams for sure. I'll be streaming Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time for the latest episode of Mets Talk with Mets Media. That'll be a lot of fun, talking about all the latest of the Mets, extension talk, spring training, and so much more. And I will also hopefully will have a predictions video out for the season by the weekend. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And no matter what, let's go Mets, baby. Have a good one, guys. Thank you all so much for chiming in. See you, AB. See you, Darren, Lefty, James. Thank you all so much again. The Card Coach, Boombastic, Timothy, all you guys. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon.